What is Battlecourt Jai-Alai? The world's fastest ball sport, and so much more. Jai-Alai is played inside a 3-wall court that measures just 120 feet long by 33 feet wide. The game is played with a hand-woven wicker basket called a cesta and a Jai-Alai ball. The ball is as hard as a rock, and it travels around the court at an average speed of 150 miles per hour. Players will crash into the sidewall or throw themselves onto the concrete ground without a single layer of padding just to get to it. Jai-Alai is like playing baseball if you had to catch and throw with just the gloved hand. And it's a rally sport, kind of like tennis, but much more dangerous.
Manny, there's a carom. Bradley on the move, breaking. He got there. Blast the forehand. Everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit by the ball.
Jai-Alai is played as a singles match or as a doubles match. The match winner is the first player or doubles pair to win 2 out of 3 sets played to 6 points.
Joe Sherry up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop!
What an amazing
by Douglas.
catch.
Joe Sherry picks it up in the front court, whips it inside.
What another
one.
made. Did it
He
again.
made it.
2 times back to back. That's freaking crazy.
Here's Go Sherry, 2-all return. Douglas reaching outside. Powerful forehand at the feet is missed for the
Point
win.
set and match.
Point set and match.
That's
Douglas.
respect.
Every point rally begins with a serve, then the players alternate catching and throwing the ball. While a point is being played, the ball can hit any of the court walls, but it cannot bounce twice on the ground. Simply put, the object of the game is to catch one more ball than your opponent, or better yet, to fire the ball so it can't be caught. When a player cannot successfully return the ball to the front wall, then 1 point is awarded to the opposition and the next rally begins with a new serve. A Battlecourt game day consists of 6 matches, and the team that wins the most matches wins the day. Pick your favorite team, doubles pairing, or singles player, and cheer for them all season long. Or up the ante and bet on it. Battlecourt Jai-Alai allows for wagering on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. The ball is lethal, the game is lightning fast, and the action is limitless. This is Battlecourt Jai-Alai.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Battlecourt Jai-Alai. Tonight's game day will feature the Devils and the Warriors. Let's begin with player introductions for tonight's game day. We'll be introducing first the away team, the Devils. Out first, number 37, Rock. Number 25, Kubala. Number 26, Benetrix. Number 36, Echeberry. The captain, number 55, Benny. And number 64, Nicholas. And now the home team, the Warriors. From Miami, Florida, number 1, Correa. From New Haven, Connecticut, number 59, Gallo. From Marquina in the Basque Country, number 16, Julian. From Tijuana, Mexico, number 60, Manny. From Marquina in the Basque Country, number 66, Alex. And the captain from New Haven, Connecticut, number 13, Douglas. And with that, the players salute you, the fans, and we are ready to begin tonight's game day. And with the introductions aside, I'd like to welcome everybody back to another edition of the Fall 25 Battle Court season. I'm Andrew Bleckman, alone tonight, but wishing Stu the best. And we got a big game day for you between the Devils and the Warriors. Standard game day tonight, we're going to have 2 singles and 4 doubles, beginning here with a little bit of doubles Division 5. That'll bring out Benetrix and Rock to take on Correa and Julian. Great matchup here in Division 5. Both of these teams close to the top. Benetrix and Rock 6-2 this year. Correa and Julian, just that one loss. They are 6-1. When these two matched up a little bit earlier in the season, that was back on September 18th. The Warriors, Correa and Julian, won that match in straight sets, hoping to replicate that performance tonight. These two teams come in eyeing the playoffs, both of them. Right now, the Devils in a little bit better position. They sit at 6.5 points, just 2 game days remaining. The Warriors down there at 5.5, but they have 3 game days left. Ready to go here tonight. Benetrix with the serve to get play started. There's a serve. We begin. Great catch off the sidewall there by Benetrix at the 10. Puts one on the numbers. Julian takes it right off. Backhand stopped in the middle of the court. Here's Rock. Floats one up high. Julian steps back, makes the catch. There's a forehand. Picked up. Here's Benetrix. Sends one high and deep. Robote's coming out. Correa lays it up high. Benetrix backs up, cuts it off at the 10 line. That Robote clipped the overhead screen. That is out of play. First point goes to Benetrix and Rock of the Devils. Yeah, this is a Benetrix and Rock team that has just been playing great here. Outside of their first couple matches, they've won 5 in a row. You heard the record, 6-2 overall, led up there in the front by Benetrix, who's been, I mean, really one of the best players in all of Battle Court. Great catch up high on the right side of Correa, shoots one low. Benetrix picks it up off the floor. Ooh, the backhand got away from him. That is out of play. Warriors tied up 1-1. Again, never had that ball settled in the basket. Trying to pass, send one high and deep, take Julian out of it, force Correa to Robote. Makes sense against this Warriors team, but just sent it a little too high. Rock on the forehand. Shoots a cortada. Julian waits forward at the 10 line. This one coming in a little bit harder. Rock lines it up. Nice catch. Backhand stays low. Correa watching it. Julian makes the play. Julian calls him off again. He's up at the 10 line. Backhand stays low. It's on the wall. Rock picks it off. Julian shoots a forehand. Benetrix all the way backed up to the 11. Scoops it right up. Julian waiting there. On the side wall makes the play. Benetrix low runner. Correa steps in. Sends one up. On the numbers now Benetrix. Julian all the way back at the 13. Comes over the top. Benetrix reaches up high, makes the catch, forehand coming in off the wall. Correa, backhand. Stopped overhead, here's a long costado. Keeps it inside, makes the pickup on the bounce, shoots a low one. Benetrix there. Old bullet stopped overhead, Julin comes in with the right side. It's dropping, Benetrix handles. Shoots one high, takes Julin out of it. Now Correa alone for the rebote. Sends it up the middle. Benetrix looking to attack. Cortada coming in, Julin read it the whole way. Rock high and hard, hits deep in the corner. Correa pushes it to the outside. Benetrix calls for the rebote, shoots it outside. Julin gets it. Rock all alone. What a catch there as across the side wall. Correa moves in, shoots an outside placement, not outside enough. Benetrix, there's a 2-wall, but it's too wide. That's a great point, goes the way of the Warriors. Correa and Julin lead 2-1. A whole lot of action at that point, and an opportunity really for both sides to kill it. I mean, Benetrix had a forehand, and then that 2-wall, under so much pressure to throw it and make something happen. He sensed Correa was moving to the outside. You want to throw it just a little bit better. That ended up kicking well wide of the court. Here's Julin from the 10. Catch inside at the 11 line. Rock floats it up. Julin steps back, makes the catch. Forehand rebote, played over the top. Julin cut, great control, shoots a carom, not enough. Benetrix, great defense, sidearm return, missed outside. That'll tie things up. 2-2. Not the best carom we've seen from Benetrix this season, but again, what does it do? Moves the defense around, gets Correa off of his footing, and it's kind of a tricky spin. It tries to line it up. We talked about those scoops to the right side. A little bit more difficult than those scoops to the left, and evidence there. Big backhand floated up. Correa tracks it down to the 7 line, shoots it inside. Benetrix makes the play. Low running backhand, picked off overhead. Great control by Julin. Rock waiting for the middle of the court. Makes the stop, shoots one high. Julin picks it off the wall. Rock again, this time beyond the 12 line. Sends it inside, Julin gets back in. Just out of Julin's reach, Correa goes down to the 4. On a knee, makes the rebote save. Benetrix winds one up, shoots it outside. The outside placement on the forehand gives the Devils the lead, 3-2. Well, I mean, that's really what he's been doing all season long in this division. Correa eager to get back to the inside, and he's pretty deep too. I mean, kind of encroaching on Julin's territory, and then still gets beat on that outside placement. Just shows you how well thrown it was. Rebote left side, turned outside. That lands out. Quick point goes to the Warriors, and we're tied 3-3. Yeah, it looked like he just kind of hooked it a bit because he sent that pretty wide to the outside, and looked like for a moment maybe it was going to drop in, but not the case. Here's the backhand from Julin. Benetrix steps back. Here's the forehand, comes high over the top, looking for the bounce. Julin, that kicked up over his cesta. Rebote's not there. 4 points. Leads back to the Devils. Oh, just a vicious forehand by Benetrix, coming over the top, crossing the wall, ensuring that he gets a bounce in front of Julin. That makes the catch immensely more difficult. You can see he got by there for the lead back. Powerful serve cut off by Julin just before it crossed the wall. Rebote forehand turned back over the top. Julin waiting for it. That's on the floor, but he gets the save. Benetrix goes with the high placement to the outside. Correa on the rebote, tracks it down. Now Rock has to move in, settles it at the 10. Shoots a cortada, that's a good one, but Correa just got there before the second bounce. Correa now from the 10, floats one up high. Rebote coming out, Benetrix right up the middle. Powerful throw, picked up on the bounce now Julin. Shoots one low. Scoop by Benetrix. Benetrix Coming in powerfully, there's a forehand crossing the wall. Julian lines this one up, great catch. Benetrix gets back in, takes it right off the wall. Julian has to leap and makes the play in the backcourt. Outside placement, not outside enough. Great control by Benetrix, another forehand dropping. Julian steps up, caught it in the air. Benetrix, great stop at the 8. Sends one back, Julian. Now from the 11 line. Puts it back inside, great pick up there, Benetrix. Julian keeps another one low. Rock all alone. Makes the catch deep in the backcourt. Rock again runs around this one. Backhand from the 12 line. Sends it up high. Julian watching it. Correa looking for the remote. Drops it inside. What a catch there off the side wall. Julian lines it up. Floats it back. Now Rock. Wall to wall with that backhand, long rebote, shot back inside, Benetrix. Tostado just passing to the outside. Correa cuts it off, and the outside placement is out of play. Dangerous. 5 points possible. Set point here for Benetrix and Rock. Well, after a Thursday where Tito was just getting a heavy workload up there in the front court, they waste no time giving him another one here early in the first set of our first match. My goodness. Oh, fortunate there wasn't a bounce to the outside. That judge has seen a lot, folks, if you're just tuning in, but that's an ace. And it ends our first set. Point and set to Benetrix and Rock. They win it 6-3, 2 minutes. Play set 2. Well, Benetrix and Rock coming into this one, winners of their last 5, and I mean, you could see it in the way they play. And of course, when you think about this team, you have to start with Benetrix and what he provides up there in the front court. He's the shot maker, he's the leader, he's the energizer. He really does it all. But you gotta give Rock a little bit of credit too. He stepped up the last couple of weeks. He was really shaky the first month of the season. There are questions as to whether they potentially made the wrong choice in the draft, but since that moment, Rock has just answered every question continuously and has looked great back there, playing comfortably, making every catch, limiting the unforced errors. Just everything you would really want to see in a backcourt. It seems to be locked in right there. Very serious look for the guy who's keeps it light, usually. Back over there with the Warriors, coming off of what was just a tough game day this past week, earlier in the week when they played the Fireballs. Fireballs beat them 5-1 with everything on the line. Didn't have great energy in that matchup, but we'll see what they come out with tonight. Julian looked good in that first set. Correa looked good. Didn't have anything to show for it. Again, this is about as tough as it gets in Division 5 in terms of a matchup for them.
You can throw some remotes too, and then because he's going to be further up and taking remotes, and then you can maybe get the ball and try to push him out a little bit. And he's going to be further up. I say you mix it up. Mix it up.
Hold the game. Folks, we have a technical issue back here. I could let you know. One of the scoring computers just kind of shut off on us, so we will take a look here. Hold the game. Hold it. And folks, just in a bit of a delay here, working through a technical issue. Yes, folks. Sorry, just figuring things out back here. Seems to be a power issue with one of the computers, and now it doesn't look like we have internet on one of these computers either, so the scoring would not be possible. We would not be able to continue here. We're trying to figure out, maybe there's another way that we could to score, but not quite sure that would be possible. So we're just taking a look back here, trying to figure out exactly what happened. And there it goes. Okay. The power is coming back on. We will continue play momentarily. We are dealing with a power issue. There it goes. We will continue play in just a few moments. You see the cameras coming back on, well, for the folks in here, and the players could see all that. You at home have probably been listening to a whole bunch of nothing for the last few moments. We apologize for that, but looks like we will continue play. Got some cameras back, got the internet back, got the scoring computers back. So let's see here if we can click back into set 2. We still don't have internet, so we will have to wait a little bit longer. Again, folks, now we've got all the cameras back. We've got all the power back. We just have to, I think we're just waiting for the Wi-Fi to reset, really, is what it is. So we're just going to give it a few more seconds here. We believe the Wi-Fi just needs to reconnect. And then once we get that, we will be able to continue play. We are entering our second set of our first match of the night. Devils won the first set. You see there 6-3. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to continue play and begin our second set. Correa and Julin will serve. There we go, folks. Got the scoring back. Everything is good. And we will continue play. Devils won the first set 6-3. Correa and Julin have the serve to begin set number 2. Correa serves. We begin our second set with an overserve. First fault, second serve coming up. Second serve is good. Rock, nice catch at the 10 line. Julin runs around it. Now Benetrix from the 8. Floats one up. Julin handles off the side wall. Benetrix steps back. He's got a forehand. Dropping low. The catch by Correa on the left side. Now Rock gets back in there. Makes the catch. Sends one back. Great catch there by Correa, crashing into the side wall. Rock, back of the 11. Robote left side. Coming right up the middle. Julin makes a catch. Benetrix out of the way. Coming cross court. Miss, but the Robote drops before he can make a play. First point of our second set goes to the Warriors. Correa and Julin. So a little bit of a lengthy delay here in between the first and second set. You know, could have helped the Warriors a bit too. Seemed to be calm, seemed to be refocused. Tough serve, takes Rock to the outside, but he's got it on the forehand. Comes in with a soft touch. Julin makes the play. Rock, great pickup deep in the backcourt, floats one up. Julin watching it, drops into the Chula, but Correa digs it out. Benetrix, split placement. Julin scoops it. 2-wall. Rock overran it. Goes down hard. That's the second point for the Warriors. Correa and Julian lead 2-0. You love the effort by Rock there. If Benetrix was trapped inside, so he wasn't going to cut across the court and step potentially in the line of Julian's throw. Rock was the only hope outside and, actually overran it. Wasn't the best carom we've seen, but sometimes that works out in people's favor. Well, interference has been ruled. The point will be replayed. Interference off the serve right away. Correa intentionally putting these serves to Rock's forehand, trying to kick him off the sidewall back to his forehand. And Julian, you see where he's standing in the middle of the court, just kind of got tangled up. Great catch, Rock handles on the left side. Backhand, Julian has to make a leaping catch, clears some space, forehand. Now Benetrix from the 9. Julian comes back over the top, kicks it off the sidewall. Benetrix comes flying in. Now the forehand, dropping low, right to Correa. Great catch, deep in the backcourt. Rock puts it in, along the wall. Julian lines it up. Great leaping grab, Rock backhand, sticks inside. Julian goes up for it. Now Rock beyond the 12, right on the numbers. Magic City bounce, and Julian makes the play, dropping down low, and it's tipped. 3 quick points up there for the Warriors to begin set 2. A little more consistent play here. I mean, not trying to do too much, but you wonder at what point does Benetrix just start to open it up a little bit more? I mean, haven't seen really much outside of one split placement attempt. Rock makes a great catch on the forehand, looking for the picata. The big bounce. Julian trapped in the corner, not going to get it. That's well thrown. Gives the Devils their first point. How about that? The picata, the big bounce, thrown high off the front wall. He got it right over Julian, kind of like a lob shot in tennis, and that was executed perfectly. Don't see many like that. Powerful backhand. Julian steps back, makes the catch, forehand. Kicks off the sidewall. Benetrix up there at the 7, digs it out. Julian comes charging down the inside. Forehand stays low. Benetrix, there's a scoop. Forehand Bote dropping in. Benetrix, Costado. It's a 2-wall, but it's too low. That's in the pad, and the pad is bad. 4 points now for the Warriors. Ball missed off the serve. That's 5 points. The ace gives the Warriors a possible set point. Again, that's what Correa's been trying to do. It's a different spin to handle when it kicks off the sidewall back to Rock's forehand. It's tough for anybody, but Correa finding the spot pretty consistently. What it also does is it really takes Benetrix out of a potential to pick one of these serves because they're crossing the side wall. That is an overserve, though. First fault, second serve coming up. Rock on the forehand, comes over the top. Julian comes charging in. This one stays low. What a scoop by Benetrix, getting back there along the wall. Correa over the top. Benetrix picks it off. Takes Julian to the outside. He's got the carom. Rock couldn't get that one. Point and set. Warriors win it 6-1. 2 minutes. We'll come back and play our third and final set. So, folks, there it is. Split sets here in our opening match of the night. Correa and Julian, quite the response there, 6-1. After a bit of a delay, they came out strong in set 2. We'll give you the slate for the rest of the night. Coming up next, we'll go over to Division 1. That'll be doubles. Etcheberry and Nicholas take on Alex and Douglas. Then Division 6 doubles with Kubala and Rock against Correa and Gallo. Then Division 3 doubles with Benetrix and Benny against Alex and Julian. Then 2 singles in a row to close things out. It'll be Echeverry against Manny in Division 3, and then Nicholas and Douglas in Division 1. That'll be the 6 matches in order tonight. In the third set of our first match right here. And there's Alex. Boy, did he have a spectacular match just this past week. Earlier, I was believe on Wednesday for the Warriors, and he and Julian, the way that Alex played in the front court was some of the best play we've seen in that position. You see he's focused, energized again tonight. And you see pretty much all of them over there in the cage. 5 of the 6, only one missing, Manny there, who went out, I believe, was out with a back injury the last time we saw him, so I hope that he's a little bit better tonight too. Game days are important now as we wind down the regular season. You said coming into today, just 3 game days left for the Warriors, 2 game days left for the Devils. With a win tonight, folks were asking, with a win tonight though, the Devils would not necessarily clinch the playoffs. Points-wise, they would have enough, but there could be a potential tiebreaker, so we can't say for certain that the Devils would make the playoffs, even with a win tonight. The Warriors, though, sit at 5.5 points, a full point behind the Devils. Right now, tied for 5th place, half a point outside of the playoffs. Again, half a point there tonight would put them in a tie with the Fireballs, but behind still in the tiebreaker, so Warriors need a win to move back into the playoff picture as well. But, of course, that extra game day still gives them a little more room for error. We are ready to begin our third set. Benetrix and Rock serve. Benetrix serves, begin our third set. Julian gets under that one just before it crosses and then passes with the left side. Forehand coming in, what a scoop deep in the corner by Rock. Now Julian comes over the top, keeps it low, but picked up as it crossed the sidewall. Benetrix then sends it deep. Correa still going, stops it at the 5 line, puts it inside. What a catch again as that crossed the wall. Scoop by Julian. Back in, coming in, stopped by Benetrix. Fake the 2-wall, put it back inside. Now Julian with the catch. Rock with the high scoop. Big backhand. Julian ducks out of the way. Correa comes back and saves the rebote. Benetrix. Another one. Takes Julian out of it. Correa comes back, pushes this one outside. Julian now from the 9 line, keeps it low. Rock, great pickup beyond the 13. He comes over the top. Julian makes the stop inside. Great catch deep in the backcourt. Rock floats it up. Julian tries to get out for the rebote. That died, but he dug it out. That's in play. Benetrix takes a look, scans the defense, shoots it inside. Scoop by Julian. Julian now on the right side, keeps this one up the middle. Benetrix able to get back in. A forehand drop big now. Julian has to save another one. Doesn't get a lot on it. Benetrix picks it up at the 6. Floats it up high again. Julian calls for Correa. He makes the save on the rebote. Now Rock over the top from the 13 line. Correa reaches in, cuts it off. Soft touch. Benetrix able to cut it off. Backhand to the outside. Julian tries to get out there. Doesn't get enough on it. That's in the pad. And the pad is bad. First point of our third set goes to the Devils. Tremendous point to get things started. And I love that backhand to the outside from Benetrix. You know, it's not a shot per se, but it does move the defense around. You tend to see a few more chulas where the ball kind of dies when it hits the floor and the spot where the floor and the back wall meet. You get that more to the outside of the court, closer to the cage. So for many reasons, I like it, and gets one in there. First point of our third set. Julin slows things down, looking for the big bounce. Rock reaches way up high, controls it at the back wall. Julin now with the backhand. Benetrix calls for it, looking for the rebote. Left side, back inside, it's tipped. 2-0 lead here for the Devils. He had just a little bit of an extra bounce. I mean, Julin was approaching that one cautiously. It looked like it just kicked up a little bit higher than he initially thought. That can happen more in a third set with a warmer ball. Travels quicker, gets some bigger bounces. But one still that he should bring in. Ball tipped again there along the side wall, back to back. 3 in a row, rather. Benetrix and Rock serve. Back-to-back misses there for Julin. That time to the right side is bread and butter, but looked like he was looking forward the entire way, not looking the ball into the basket, took his eye off of it. Now he's just got to lock back in here. That is an overserve. First fault, second serve coming up. Still plenty of time to get back in the match. Julin, great stop on the left side, backhand, floated up high. Benetrix looking for the rebote. From the 7, drops it inside. Julin running around it, rebote. Turned inside, picked up off the floor. Correa alone for this one. Floats it up high, Benetrix picks it off. Oh, running backhand, Julin running out of real estate. Made the play along the side wall. Rebote kicking out. Save just above the pad. Correa slides in and tipped it. Now 4 in a row to begin our third set. That is such a difficult catch, and, you wonder for what. I mean, Correa sliding in at full speed, trying to line that one up as he's moving across the ball. I mean, the timing has to be perfect, and hasn't been killing the point all too effectively tonight either. Just a big unforced error at this stage of the match. Julin, forehand, dropping inside. Another scoop there by Benetrix. Leaping grab, Julin makes the catch. Backhand, coming in. Benetrix stops it at the 9. Sends it up high, Julin watching it. Correa steps back, saves the rebote, but right to Benetrix. This rebote comes shooting off the back wall, laid up, right up the middle. Benetrix steps back, cuts another off, kicks it off the side wall, but there's Julin. Rock, another great play beyond the 13. Julin waits for it inside. Sends it up high. Benetrix calls him off. Rebote turned over the top. Correa makes the catch. Oh, a little bit of traffic there, but Rock able to concentrate, make the play. Tries to get it on the floor. Julin read it, steps up, made the catch. Now sends it deep. Long rebote tracked down by Benetrix. Oh, Julin's got another one. There's a carom. It lands in, but Benetrix stops it on the outside. That'll kick up and score. 5 points, possible set, and a possible match point here for the Devils, Benetrix and Rock. One of the toughest teams in this division because of the backcourt play by Julin. Doing all he can tonight, but they don't face many front quarters as rangy, athletic, and powerful as Benetrix. The only one comparable is Hyro, but you could say Benetrix maybe has just a little bit more range side to side. Rebote, 2-wall, it's a splitter. Correa steps in front of it, makes the catch. Drops it right in the corner. Benetrix on the rebote, looking for the bounce. Julin goes up high with it. Ooh, that's dropping, and it'll score. Rock had to duck out of the way. That'll get the Warriors their first point of set 3. Well, keeps it going, at least for the moment. Yeah, that did not kick off the side wall as much as Rock thought, and he had to do a Matrix-like move to, just kind of get out of the way. Rock's got that one on the outside. Low running backhand right on the wall. Julin doesn't want it. Rebote turned 2 walls. Stopped outside. Benetrix looking to end it. There's a carom. It scores for the win. Point, set, and match. Benetrix and Rock win it in 3 sets taking the final set 6-1. And the Devils strike first on this Friday night. They've been hot the last 2 months of the season, and they continue. Benetrix and Rock had the first win of the game day. We'll move over to Division I doubles up next. Etcheberry and Nicholas take on Alex and Douglas.
As soon as that highlight ball leaves the cesta, you can't blink because every second is packed with action. Keep up with the world's fastest ball sport all game day long with bets on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. Find your favorite team or player and get in on the action with DraftKings, the official sports betting partner of the World Jai-Alai League. The crown is yours.
Joined by our winners there, Benetrix and Rock, guys. A slow start those first couple matches for you, but since you've won 6 in a row, how'd you get the match and a big win over such a strong Korean Jewel side tonight?
I think we got a revenge today, so we were very excited about this game because I think in Division 5 it's one of the best, if it's not the best team. So we're very happy, and we need to keep pushing.
Yeah, Rock, I mean, your team is in a pretty good position to make the playoffs. What do you want to see from your guys tonight to help get you to where you want to go in the end?
Just keep on what I've been saying the last 4 times. Keep believing in ourselves, believing in each other, and just keep on doing whatever it takes. Die hard out there on the court to win each set, to win each match, so we can get the points.
Awesome, guys. Great start for your Devils tonight. Big win. Get things going. Thank you.
Thank you.
So Devils.
Up next, we'll move over to Division I doubles. That'll bring out Etcheberry and Nicholas for the Devils and Alex and Douglas for the Warriors. 2 teams lowest record-wise in Division I. Etcheberry and Nicholas just 1-7. Alex and Douglas only 2-6. These two matched up, I mean, that was very early in the year, back on September 18th. Yeah, and in that September 18th matchup, Alex and Douglas won in straight sets. I mean, it was pretty decisive. But yeah, that was at a time when Etcheberry was a completely different player. He's adjusted to the court beautifully these last few weeks. And he's really been playing some of his best Jai-Alai of his Magic City career, starting to really get comfortable out there on the court, and it shows with his shot making. That's been the difference. I mean, his catching has been great, but the shots are really starting to make an impact. This is a tough matchup, though, against the Warriors. They need to tie it up to get back in the game day. We'll see how it goes. Match number 2, ready to begin. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin our second match of the game day. Representing the Devils, we have the team of Etcheberry and Nicholas. And for the Warriors, it's Alex and Douglas. Etcheberry serves, we begin our second match with the backhand. High and hard into the corner, passing Nicholas. Revolte left side, stopped in the middle of the court. Alex shoots a cortada. Etcheberry all over it, makes the stop. Great catch right on the numbers. Nicholas sends it back. Douglas moving up further, he's at the 11. Hard throw inside, Nicholas runs around it. Backhand coming in, Alex now on the forehand. Douglas deeper in the backcourt, puts it in off the wall. Nicholas lines it up. Nicholas ranging back for this one, picks it up at the 13. Douglas inside, leaping grab. This one coming in lower. Etcheberry able to cut it off. Shoots it high along the wall. Douglas gets in there. Backhand though, does not clear the overhead screen. First point of our second match to the Devils. This Alex and Douglas team, so much potential at the beginning of the year. You know, Alex still in the early stages of his career here in Magic City, still 100% comfortable with the court, and Douglas still learning really the backcourt position. It's not easy in this top division. This is one of the only teams they've beaten, so it gives them a little confidence coming back into it. See how they do. That backhand narrowly cleared the screen. Rabote left side coming in. Alex couldn't get there coming cross court. That's 2 straight for the Devils. A lot of traffic. Couldn't see whether Alex tipped that as he was flying in or if the Rabote just dropped in front of him. Either way, very difficult catch. And again, if you come flying in like that, there's not really much you can do with the throw because it's hard to control. Nicholas steps back, makes the catch deep in the corner. Sends it along the wall, and Douglas comes in. Low bullet of a backhand. Stop. Here's Nicholas. Now Alex from the 9 line. Sends it up high. Nicholas waits forward off the sidewall. Great catch deep in the corner. Nicholas floats it up. Douglas hesitated. Alex comes in, sweeping Rabote save. Clean miss by Echeverry. Nicholas with the backhand. Dropping inside for Douglas. Nicholas up at the 11. Douglas a little bit harder and higher. Oh, Nicholas well beyond the 13, pulled that one in. That's dropping. Rabote along the wall. Alex gets all he can on it. Echeverry. Inside placement. Oh, Douglas with a leaping grab as he's charging down the inside. This one hooked right to Alex. Splitter will score. Alex gets one back. The first for the Warriors. Great rally here. Split placement. You see how Echeverry, once he winds up the costado, Echeverry's got to defend the entire outside. Nicholas waiting for drop shots, inside placements. That leaves a ton of space there. Alex found it. Rabote left side, sent up high. That narrowly cleared. Nicholas steps up, makes the catch, and fires it. Coming out a long way. Alex shoots it inside, picked up off the side while Echeverry takes a look, shoots it back. Douglas is falling back to make the play. Douglas reaching back into the corner, pulls it in. Now Nicholas up a little bit further. This one died off the front wall. Douglas forced to step up, makes the catch, sends that one deep. It's coming way out. Echeverry turns it over the top. Alex waiting for it inside. Backhands a bullet, picked off overhead. Goes to the left side, a little clip. Takes Nicholas to the middle of the court, shoots it in low. Douglas back it up. Now watching it, Alex comes all the way back to make the save. Echeverry inside placement. What a scoop by Douglas. Long Rabote, cutting inside. Alex turns it powerfully. Echeverry backing up, shoots it hard inside. That opens up. Douglas knows where to be to make that save. Nicholas not going to let it touch the floor. He just launches this backhand. Alex still going at the 4 line, turns, powers it. It's on the wall. Echeverry flicks it up blind overhead. Alex is in front of the 3. Sends it up high to the outside. Not going to score. Echeverry steps in front of it. Great Rabote save. Echeverry turns it 2 walls. Alex, oh, it's close. Not going to get out to it. Tremendous point there. The Devils get it, 3-1. What a shot there off the Rabote. And look, he couldn't get a lot on it because he didn't really have full control. This is a hot ball. You see, kind of cuts off the swing, really gets it to open up and just beats him to the net. Boy, Alex had the ball in front of the 2 line and the Devils come away with the point. What a turnaround. Ball tipped there off the side wall. Quick one for the Warriors. Alex will serve. Just perfectly placed. I mean, low and hard right on the side wall. I mean, all these throws from both backcourters are just bullets consistently. Nicholas shoots the forehand low. Douglas all alone makes the stop in the backcourt. Catch inside. Nicholas now from the 12. Floats it up high. Douglas waiting for it. Makes the catch in the backcourt. Nicholas a little bit deeper. Sends it up high. Douglas watching it. Alex gets back in there with the rebote. Big bounce. Scooped up at the 11. Etcheberry picks that one off the sidewall, sends it deep. That's coming way out. Alex still going at the 5, turns it inside. Rebote now for Nicholas, hooked outside. That'll score. Leads up to 2. Yeah, Nicholas waving to Alex, indicating that that may not have been exactly what he was trying to do, but yeah, hooked it, kind of sent it over his head, and then it's right at his feet, leaves a difficult catch. And a big point. That is an ace. 5 points possible. Set point for the Devils. Yeah, Douglas putting his arms out at the wall, and I agree. That one was pretty low to land in the box. And then just didn't have a ton of bounce either. Don't know if you can replicate it too. Oh, runner inside. Nicholas waiting for it. That comes shooting off the wall. Turned outside. Alex, nice catch overhead. Shoots a cortada. Tipped by Nicholas. That's 3 now for the Warriors. Still going here. And what we saw with Alex earlier in the week when he was playing his best is he wasn't, engaging in lengthy rallies like we've seen here tonight. I mean, when he had the opportunity, he was taking his shot, moving the defense around consistently. As that's an overserve. First fault, second serve coming up. We've gotten it in bursts so far, but just need to see a little bit more. Nicholas opens with that backhand. Douglas steps in front of it. Now Douglas beyond the 13 line, floats it inside. Nicholas runs around it, backhand. Off the sidewall, nice catch by Alex. Hard backhand follows. Long rebote tracked down, fired inside. Douglas caught it in the air. Etcheberry takes a look, keeps this one a little bit lower. Douglas steps up. Hard backhand, dropping inside. Nicholas gets there. Now Douglas with the forehand. Sidearm play, crossing the wall. Etcheberry looking for it again. Puts it inside. Douglas reaches up high. Great control. Low bullet on the wall. Ripped off there. Douglas over the top. Etcheberry looking to cut it off, and it's tipped. So now 4 points for the Warriors. Giving him just another life here. Etcheberry, I mean, saw what I saw. Good opportunity to attack. He was moving in, trying to cut it off, but just sped up a bit and missed it. Nicholas taken out of it early. Rebote left side, kept inside. Great pickup by Douglas. Nicholas now at the 13 line. This is dropping. Douglas steps up. Oh, bullet picked off overhead. Long rebote, kept inside. Nicholas on the bounce, picks it up at the 10. Shoots it high. Douglas watching it. Alex, that's right on the wall. A lot of power on it. Now Nicholas scrambling, shoots a rebote to the outside. Alex, hard forehand. Dropping into wall. That's too wide. So the Warriors have come back to tie it at 5-5. This is set point. Yeah, not sure if that was a true two-wall attempt or that just kind of came up and in on Nicholas. Either way, brings it to 5-5. Terrific comeback by the Warriors team that didn't show a whole lot of fight earlier in the week. This is a great sign from Alex and Douglas. They can turn this set around. Could totally flip the momentum of the game day. Hard serve handled there by Nicholas. Backhand to the inside. Douglas makes the catch. Ooh, Etcheberry. Rebote outside, tough one, crossing. That ate him up, but Douglas comes away. Floats it up high, here's Rebote. Dropping inside, Douglas makes the catch, shoots it. Off the sidewall, Nicholas ducked out of the way. Etcheberry turns it above the pad. Alex comes in, Costado straight inside, up the middle. Nicholas makes the catch. Douglas backing up, he scooped it. Etcheberry up in the front court, makes the catch, keeps this one low. Alex on the rebote, missed it. Point and set. The Devils take it 6-5. 2 minutes. We'll come back and play set 2. Great comeback there in the end by the Warriors, but the Devils close it out on that decisive 11th point and take our first set. See Etcheberry there. He was squeezing around the frame, usually looking to see if maybe there was a break or something in there. But I think that everything is good based on the Penny looking at it. And it's also, you know, like a default too, you know. Highlight players, they always touching the basket, then, you know, doing a whole bunch of stuff with it. Yeah, and then you see the chief judge coming in and inspecting it too. Looking a little closer to where the hand sits, but not up near the tip, but you know, handing it back seems to be good. And you see the Devils over there. Benetrick's in the middle, surrounded by the two out there right now, Etcheberry and Nicholas. Yeah, it is just such a different team. Alex and Douglas, when they played them over 2 months ago, I mean, neither one of these guys, the chemistry wasn't there, the front court play wasn't as sound, the catching, everything, and they're putting it together tonight. And for Alex and Douglas, only 2-6 this year. And one of those wins came against World Supercourt champions Zuleika and Ubia. The other one came against this Etcheberry and Nicholas team early in the season. Again, Division I is hard, but there was a lot of hope with these two and the way they played early. This particular match, when they beat the Devils so soundly, you thought, well, maybe Douglas is going to fit in the backcourt. It's going to be a good positional change. And from that point, just haven't quite seen the magic that we expected. Nicholas just taking a few extra moments here. The referee has blown the whistle. And when he straps the tape on the basket, we will begin set number 2. With that, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin our second set. Alex and Douglas will serve. We'll see what Alex does here in set number 2. He's been playing great, adjusting well. Kind of feeling he'll start to open it up just a little bit more. Alex serves, set 2 is underway. Alex picks it off inside at the 8. Oh, bullet, stopped overhead. Douglas sends it back, Nicholas now. Douglas forced to step up, makes a catch at the 10. Oh, bullet, stop in the corner. Douglas kicks one off the sidewall. Nicholas comes cross court, shoots a forehand over Alex's head. Oh, that ate him up, and Douglas juggled the catch. Juggling on the catch, first point goes to the Devils. Yeah, you can see in this replay here, Douglas committed to the catch on the right side, and that ball just came up and in on him a little more than he expected. It was rolling around the basket and all the way up. You see it dancing around the hand there. Backhand to the outside, Alex digs it out, but sends it too high. Oh. That ball is up and out of play. 2 points for the Devils. Some lovely couple enjoying a beverage were rather startled. It typically doesn't escape there, folks. If you come in, I mean, if you stand right behind the front wall, which is a great angle to watch from, if a rebote goes up high, duck and cover. You never know. But in the seats, you'll be safe. That's why there's no seats there. That is an underserve. First fault, second serve coming up. Douglas from the outside, hard backhand. Nicholas climbed the wall, couldn't get there, and that's going to drop in to score. That's a point for the Warriors. They're on the board in set number 2. Just a perfect throw. Right on the wall. Nicholas was hesitant because it was such a difficult catch, and then it died in the corner. That's an overserve. First fault, second serve coming up. Alex on the rebote, keeps it along the wall. That's a tough one. Nicholas backing up, makes the high scoop. Next now from the 7. Boa coming out. Bennett and Echeverry backpedaling, makes the play. Forehand. Oh, Nicholas has to scoop it, and he does. Nice catch up there at the 10 line. Rotate by Alex, turned over the top. Nicholas backing up. Nice catch. Hard backhand follows. There's Douglas reaching into the corner. Echeverry lines it up on the forehand. Shoots one inside, crosses the wall. Douglas watching it. Alex turns it quickly. Right back to Nicholas, though. Ooh, tough one, flying into the corner. Echeverry on the rebote, saves it. Inside placement, scooped up high on the left side of Nicholas. He fires it back. That clears the screen, cutting inside. Alex gets a lot on it. Right back to Nicholas in the corner. Bullet there by Douglas, comes shooting off the wall. Echeverry turns it up high, looking for the big bounce. Douglas settles deep in the backcourt, makes the play. And this one dropping in. Alex, rebote to the inside. Nicholas steps up. Will comes shooting out again. Echeverry turns it high, clears the screen. Douglas comes flying in again. Low bullet, picked up off the side wall. Douglas crouching down in the corner. What a catch. Same spot now, Nicholas. High to the outside. Alex, powerful throw. Picked up. Here's Nicholas. Shoots a cortada. Alex comes cross court, makes the stop. Now Nicholas back over the top. Douglas waiting for it. Left side rebote. Echeverry. Now Douglas. Backhand takes him to the outside. Nicholas scans the court, shoots a forehand. Oh, but Douglas picks it up on the bounce inside. Douglas now at the 12, trying to pass. Nicholas went up. Looking for the rebote. There's Echeverry, and it's missed off the side wall. Well played point. Third one for the Devils. And it's when you see a play like that, it's just such a long rally, back and forth, neither team really throwing a shot or moving the defense around, and then Alex misses a ball. All these guys are so skilled that to rely on your opponent missing it, that's not necessarily a winning strategy in this division. You got to throw at least some shots. Well, that kicked up in the corner. What a pickup by Douglas. Now Nicholas keeps it inside. Alex trying to get out there. Makes a save. It's dropping. Nicholas reaches up high. Makes the catch. Rebote for Alex. Turned over the top. Nicholas waiting for the middle of the court. What a backhand. Nicholas stops it. Douglas moving up now with the 11. Hard throw. Was able to cut it off again. Backhand kicks off the wall. Alex goes up, shoots it. But right to Echeverry, he's got a 2-wall. That opens and scores. 4-1 lead. Well, there's the shot we've been waiting for Echeverry. There's the costado that's been developing by day here, really since early September. 2-wall gets it to open, and now what do the Warriors turn to? I figure Alex has got to go for something. Oh, that eats Douglas up, but he gets his serve off, drops it in the corner. Nicholas steps in front, makes a great save. Splitter caught in the air by Echeverry. Inside placement, will score. 5 points, possible set, and a possible match point. Well, we figure we're going to push the pace, and there it is. But Echeverry catches it in the air, and that is crossing the sidewall from the costado, kicking up right at Douglas. That is a possible catch. That's an underserve. First fault, second serve coming up. But quite the statement here. To knock off this team, get their second win of the year. Take a 2-0 game day lead. Nicholas. Backhand from the 11, pulled in off the sidewall. Douglas rifles it. Nicholas stands in, makes the catch. Nicholas now at the 13 line, floats it up again. Douglas, softer touch on the backhand. Echeverry looking for the rebote now, turns it up the middle. Alex steps in front, shoots it high, crosses the wall. Nicholas able to dig it out. Douglas waiting for it to arrive in the backcourt, keeps it low again. Scoop by Nicholas. Now Alex on the rebote, kicks it off the wall. Echeverry, inside placement, tough one for Douglas. Alex not gonna get back in there. Point, set, and match. The Devils take it in straight sets, 6-5, 6-1. And a commanding straight set victory for Echeverry and Nicholas. The Devils take a 2-0 game day lead. We'll stick with doubles. Go to Division 6 up next. Cubao and Rock will take on Correa and Gallo. Take a look at some replays here from our second match. Echeverry to the inside. Great catch by Douglas in the air. Echeverry, here's the 2-wall under tremendous control. Just beat Alex to the net. And then rebote to the outside there. Right at Alex's feet. He's looking, what do I do? It's not really a shot you expect from the backcourt, but a good one. And then Echeverry opens up that 2-wall late. Felt like at that point, Devils had good control. Alex to the inside here. Nope, it's a splitter. Echeverry's all over it. And it leaves a really difficult catch for the backcourter. And that's what happens, in the risk with the shots. If you don't score, force your backcourter into a really tough spot. And another one here, Douglas backing up. Can't get there in the corner, and Alex not going to get there inside. 6-5, 6-1. The Devils get the win and take a 2-0 game day lead. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we celebrate the World Jai-Alai League's commitment to our community through its impactful charitable program. The Devils are playing on behalf of the Baila con Micho Dance School, dedicated to inspiring and uniting communities through dance. They are committed to preserving and promoting Latin culture while creating a positive, inclusive, and professional environment where dancers of all ages can grow in confidence, discipline, and joy. The Warriors are competing for Debris-Free Oceans, a nonprofit dedicated to empowering communities to reduce waste and protect our oceans. Their mission ensures a cleaner, healthier planet for us all. Let's give a big round of applause to these two remarkable organizations for the work they do to uplift our communities and protect our environment. With that, we've got our winners from our last match, Etcheberry Nicholas, ready to go. Congratulations, guys. Second win this season. Nicholas, how are you feeling about the way you guys played tonight?
Pues nos sentimos súper confortables, hemos jugado bien en equipo.
We feel really well. We played really well as a team.
Estaba súper contento de ganar con Iván, ¿no? Hoy.
She's very happy to win with Ivan today.
Y pues ahora seguirla así como estamos jugando bien, vamos a intentar seguir así para lo que viene.
And just continue to play the way that we were playing to see everything that's to come in the season.
Awesome, guys. Big statement there. 2-0 game day lead. We'll see how the game day finishes out. Thank you.
Thank you.
And coming up, our next match will be Division 6 doubles. There'll be Kubala and Rock out there for the Devils, and Correa and Gallo for the Warriors. But we also have a surprise guest joining us in the booth. World Jai-Alai League Commissioner Scott Savin joining us for this match. Scott, good to have you here.
Andrew, great to be here. You and I can talk a little bit about playoffs and strategy and what we're seeing tonight, which is, seems like the Devils are making a statement.
Oh, absolutely. Well, we've been saying they've been getting better and better, and we talked about at the beginning of the year, once Etcheberry and Benetrix kind of figure out the court and adjust to it, this is going to be a dangerous team. I don't know if we thought this dangerous as we approach December.
Yeah, I mean, Benetrix seems to have caught onto the court a little faster, but now you see Etcheberry playing pretty much as well as any front quarter we have.
As Correa misses that first serve, first point up there for the Devils, Kubala and Rock. Again, another team for the Devils that's been playing a lot better in the second half of the year, Kubala and Rock. They started 0-5, but the winners of 3 of their last 4. So another team that's rounding into form without a new player to battlecourt. Kubala keeps his serve low. Gallo gets up there before it crosses. Sends a forehand up high. Rock makes a great catch along the side wall. Gallo over the top. Rock now deeper in the backcourt, comes over the top. Looking for that bounce, it's dying. Ooh, Correa at the last second reached in, just pulled it in. Now Kubala, another floater, just got up there. Rabote forehand, Kubala calls for Rock. He steps up, makes the catch at the 11 line. Keeps it inside, right on the wall. Gallo picks it off. Gallo now with the forehand from the 11 line, right up the middle. Kubala cuts it off, sends it up high. Correa looking for another Rabote. This time up at the 7 line, drops it at Kubala's feet, steps back, makes the catch. Gallo from the 10, low runner inside. Rock all alone. What a great pickup along the wall. Backhand 2-wall follows, and it scores.
That's a shot you don't see Rock throw very often.
I mean, perfectly there, too.
Perfectly executed.
But I was going to ask you your thoughts. You know, Stu is not the biggest fan of the backhand 2-wall, but, you know, as someone that doesn't come from a traditional highlight world like yourself, I see the value in it for sure.
I love it. Listen, I like when the guys mix it up. I like when they throw shots. I think a lot of our fans, you know, question why it's always down the wall, which you and I understand, but there's always the excitement of throwing the shot.
Rabote picked up Correa, shoots one outside, gets it by Kubala. That's a point now for the Warriors. Correa gets him on the board.
I mean, it's interesting tonight because I think if the Devils win tonight, they do clinch a playoff spot.
Yeah, we said they get, in terms of points, they'll get there, but the tiebreaker is just a little uncertain.
Right.
So I don't want to say with 100% certainty because that, you know, don't want to crush their hopes and dreams.
No, absolutely not.
But
at the same time, they're trying to play their way into the playoffs and knock the Warriors out of the playoffs. So, I mean, this is a double-edged sword every match the rest of the way.
And the way that we're talking about the Warriors earlier in the week, just kind of came out flat, didn't have a lot of energy, lost 5-1. Now they're down 2-0 here. I mean, they got to turn it around quick because there's not many matches left. I mean, again, you have those 3 game days, but as we said, you know, that could lead you into a false sense of security sometimes with so many matches left. At some point, you have to convert those to wins.
Absolutely, Andrew.
Rock, that one crossed the wall late. Second point for the Warriors. Correa and Gallo have tied it up.
You know, I don't want to take away from this match. You've got the the lower division here, the D6. Obviously, it's not going to look as fast to the fans as the last match where we had the D1 guys going at it. It's sort of like slow it down a little bit. Different brand of highlight being played right now.
But it's always fun, as we say. And these matches are very fun and entertaining. Backhand there by Correa, floated up. Rock keeps it on the left side, takes a look, backhand, just drops it along the wall. Correa reaches back in. Now Kubala from the 8 line, dropping inside. Gallo makes the catch. Low runner, Kubala crashes into the wall, gets it off, passes up the middle. Now Correa looking for that rebote. Puts a soft touch on it. Kubala runs under it. Oh, but the inside placement is in the pad, and the pad is bad. 3rd point in a row for the Warriors. They lead.
What I like about this Devils team, Andrew, is they're getting hot at the right time. You know, you say that in whether it's football, baseball, basketball, we're headed to the playoffs. And, you know, they were cellar dwellers for a while there early in the season. And now, boom, you know, they're sitting in 2nd place right now.
Yeah, lost their first 3 game days, and now they've won their last 3 coming into tonight, defeating the Chargers, Renegades, and Cyclones. And pretty tough schedule there, too. Gallo now at the 13. Floats it back. Now Rock just beyond the 11 line. Kubala looking for it, cuts it off. Sends one back. Gallo reaching up blind, goes for a long carom. That lands out. All ruled out. That's 3 for the Devils, tied up.
Constitution, the makeup of the Devils team, a little bit different than these other teams where their number 1 and number 2 are backcourt players. A little bit different. I think people questioned that, but now you've got your 3-4 Etcheberry and Benetrix, who are playing really as well as any of the 1-2 front quarters right now at this juncture of the season.
No, absolutely. And Benny stepped up in singles, added a few wins that maybe weren't expected at the beginning of the year. Nicholas has 3 wins in singles too, so an improvement from last year. So when you get outside of the singles matches, it's just purely, you know, who you got on your roster, and the Devils have a ton of talent, particularly at the top. Rabote, oh. Ooh, ooh.
Well, Rock almost took out Kubala right there. That would not have been good.
Ooh.
But everybody's okay.
Everyone's safe.
Everyone is safe. Everyone is safe. Devils are a very well-rounded team. I think they have a lot of depth. They aren't necessarily the strongest, but they don't have a weak link team.
No, I mean, not at all. You look at them, I mean, and as you get deeper down the line, the teams tend to get stronger. That's an overserve, first fault, second serve coming up. Out of the way, that serve. Rock just got in there, running full speed for across the wall. This one drops between the Devils. Kubala comes back, saves the rebote. Correa looking to attack. Takes a look, shoots it high to the outside. Kubala's on it. Rebote save back inside. Ooh. Gallo, wall to wall there. Rock steps out of the way. Kubala turns it back over the top. Correa gets in. Shoots this one low. Rock all alone. He scoops it up off the side wall. Gallo all the way backed up to the glass. Turns it to the outside. It's dropping. Kubala, nice save. Correa, another chance. Keeps this one lower and harder. It scores. 5 points possible. Set point here for the Warriors, Correa and Gallo.
Almost kind of a must-win match here for the Warriors. I don't think they can afford to fall behind 3-0.
No, I mean, not again in another game day. Correa and Gallo, I mean, got to give them credit. They've stepped up. I mean, 6-2 this year, one of the better teams in this division. They did win the first matchup, but that was a time where this Devils team was different, and that serve is dropped, point, and set. Out of the Warriors, 6-3. Correa and Gallo win it, 2 minutes. Come back and play set 2. Well, and just like that, Scott, sets over. Warriors, Correa and Gallo take it. As you said, they need it at this point.
Listen, you and I like to pontificate, and we like to talk about the draft, and we like to talk about playoffs. And it's fun to banter about that. But this is a fun time of year. We're coming up on the playoffs. You know, I look at the teams out there. The Cyclones are sitting on top. I think the Cyclones, even though they're the #1 team in the league right now, I think they're vulnerable. If I had to pick the most cohesive team top to bottom, I would say right now, the Devils. I mean, I was saying it before the season started. They didn't make me look very good at the beginning of the season. But as I say, timing is everything. They're making this push to the playoffs. I think they got a very well-balanced roster. You know, the counterpoint tonight is the Warriors have to win this match, and the Warriors at least have to salvage a tie tonight.
They got to get something. I mean, 3 game days left. They're at 5.5 points. Maybe we could take a look at the standings. We could see, so you guys at home aren't just... There you go. Boom. So you're talking about the Warriors here. So, yeah, they get a tie. They would move up into a tie with the Fireballs. And in terms of a tiebreaker between the Fireballs and Warriors, the Fireballs would be 1 win ahead. So still, in that case, yeah, they need half a point. But if they can get the full point, they would actually move into a position where they could control their own destiny.
Right.
Which is what they would want to hope.
And I think the last match of the year for the Fireballs is versus the Warriors.
The last match, we can check out the schedule. We got it. We'll look at the schedule right here. Because I know that the Devils end their season early, so they end their season this Wednesday.
Yeah, after tonight, the Devils will have only 1 game day left, which I think is next week. But so I think the last...
It's the Renegades and the Fireballs?
Renegades and the Fireballs.
Yeah.
So the Renegades Fireballs, that last matchup, that could be for a playoff spot. The Warriors will play...
The Warriors play the Chargers Monday, November 25th.
Yep.
So that week we'll only play... Tuesday and Friday.
Right.
Tuesday the 25th, and then we play Friday the 28th. Those are the last 2 game days, and you got the Chargers, Warriors, Fireballs, and Renegades. I mean, those are the bottom 4 teams right now in the standings, and 2 of them are more than likely going to make the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, it is really going to be a dogfight right to the finish.
Yeah, the closest season we've had.
Absolutely.
Set 2, ready to begin here. Kubala and Rock will serve. We'll see if Correa and Gallo can keep it going here in our second set. Talked about the spot here, and then up next, the Warriors send out Alex and Julian, who have really been one of their strongest doubles teams. So a little bit of hope there. Kubala's got the serve ready to go. Begin set 2. Kubala serves. We begin our second set. It's just under. First fault. Second serve coming up. That is another underserve, a double fault. That's going to give the Warriors, Gray and Jula, the first point of the set. Before you even get play started, the Warriors have one up on the board.
Hate to give them the life with a double fault. You don't see very many, but you'd hate to give those away.
Rock crouching down, handles that serve. Backhand from the 11 line, Gallo makes the catch on the left side. Rock from the 11, a little bit higher, but Gallo goes up, cuts it off, sends it deep. That's riding the sidewall. Kubala steps in front and saves the rebote. Gallo keeps this one low. Tough scoop, missed. Just like that, 2-0 lead.
Correa's got a hard serve. Gallo seems to be playing with a little more enthusiasm and actually throwing the ball a little bit harder tonight.
Well, yeah, that was perfect. I mean, sent one high and then sent one low, targeting Rock in the corner, and that was right at his feet. And an ace makes it 3-0. Quick. I mean, it's happening quick. It's gotten away from him quick.
Absolutely. I mean, the Warriors are doing what they need to do, what they have to do. Play their way back into this game day.
Correa in Division 6, 10 aces, is third on the roster. Ooh, drop shot. Not droppy enough. Correa's on it. The outside placement is out. Boy. First point there for the Devils. Boy, had a lot of court there to the outside.
A ton of court to work with. Just needed to slow it down a tiny bit. Didn't need to throw it quite as hard as he threw it. A little over-enthusiastic there. But they're up 3-1, and
Look, better than under enthusiasm from this Warriors side, Scott.
Absolutely.
Because you'd like to see,
it's good to see some energy. 100%. You're right, Andrew.
Oh, ball dropped in the corner. Warriors get it back. Leads back to 3.
Some unforced errors by the Devils.
Well, Rock has really turned around his season. We're saying that. I mean, beginning of the year, he couldn't catch much back there. In the last few weeks, he's been really solid, but coming undone in this match.
Absolutely.
But again, one of the toughest servers in the division is Correa. High, hard forehand crossing the wall. Rock lines it up. Beautiful. That's a great catch. Ooh, Correa comes flying in, puts it up the middle. Kubawa, 2-wall. Lands in, Correa takes off, stops it on the outside, forehand, scores!
Great play by Correa. He read Kubala's throw, he was moving towards it, he got himself under control, threw a winning shot there.
5 points, it is a possible set and a possible match point here for the Warriors.
Listen, the D6 points are the same as the D1 points, and these guys are fired up right now, and they're telling the rest of their team, let's go, guys.
They need a spark. They just got to see one go in and get one on the board. And maybe this will be it. Kubawa somehow got the serve, but right to Correa. Backhand, floating in the corner, turned over the top. That's in the pad. Point, set, and match. The Warriors get on the board with a straight set win, 6-3, 6-1.
Good to see from the Warriors. Fight back, down 2-0. Dig in, get determined, send your D6 team out there. They put you right back in the game day. We'll see where it goes from here. You said you got the brothers coming out next.
Yes, Division III doubles. Alex and Julian take a crack at Benetrix and Benny in that Division III matchup.
So we'll see what happens, and then after that, we're singles, right?
Yep, then 2 singles, Echeberry Manny, then Nicholas and Douglas.
If you look at that, you got to figure Echeberry, edge over Manny, Douglas edge over Nicholas. So what happens in this match might determine the overall outcome.
Absolutely. We'll see what happens in just a few minutes.
All right, boys, who we betting on?
However you bet, whoever you are, the sportsbook for every kind of player. Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us.
Well, coming through in a big spot for the Warriors. There they are, Correa and Gallo, now 7-2 this season. I mean, down 2-0 in the game day. What did it take to get the win and just get a spark going for your side?
We just had to stay calm. You know, just remember that we know how to play this game. We've been playing good. We've just been a little off, and we just got to keep going until something started clicking.
Awesome, guys. Well, great performance there. See what happens in this next match. Critical in the game day. Thank you.
Thank you. Go Warriors.
And we will see what happens up next. Scott said the brothers, Alex and Julian, out there representing the Warriors. And they will take on Benetrix and Benny of the Devils. So you got the brothers in one team, a young pairing, but then they got the youngest team in all of Battlecourt in Benetrix and Benny, but they certainly don't play like that.
No, this is the match of the night. I mean, you could say this is sort of where it's going to swing from here. If the Devils can win this match somehow, winning the game day shifts to them. Warriors win it. They can claw back and probably, you know, on paper, get a tie out of tonight, and they desperately need that tie.
Yeah, they need points. Well, coming into today, of the 5 matches that were played previously in this game day, the Warriors had won 4 of them, so you felt like they were in a pretty good spot, but the first 2 matches flipped. The Devils won both, and then, you know, you got to give Correa and Gallo credit, though. They hunkered down and got a big win there, because
no, that was huge. That was huge. Because, I mean, listen, it's a game of momentum. The other teams are sitting there. They're watching what's going on. You fall behind 3-0. It's disappointing. It's hard to rally yourself to go out there when you're like, well, the best we can do if we win the next 3 matches is salvage a tie.
And there's so much work you have to do, too, to just get a tie. That's, mentally a big difference here. We'll see what happens. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin. Match number 4, Division III doubles, representing the Devils. We have the team of Benetrix and Benny. And for the Warriors, we have Alex and Julin. Benetrix serves, and we begin our fourth match with a cortada that scores from Julin. Keeps it low to the inside. It's on the board first here in our fourth match.
All right, Andrew, I'm going to let you call this one. I'm probably try and get back to you later tonight, and we'll see how it looks, and we'll go from there.
All right, Scott, great to have you.
All right, great job, Andrew.
Powerful serve coming in. Benetrix steps out of the way. Here's Benny. Floats one up high. Julin gets under it. Benny down from the 11 line, looking to pass. Julin steps back beyond the 13. Julin to the inside. Benetrix steps back, cuts it off. Now Julin. Backhand stays low. Benetrix moves up on it. Low runner on the wall. That scores. Perfect placement there to tie things up. 1-1. It keeps right along the side wall there. Just a perfect backhand for Benetrix. Alex tends to play a little bit more aggressive in Division III than he does in Division I. Benetrix knows that too. He's got to be careful. Benny now from the 11. Sends one up high, right on the numbers again. Julin doesn't want this one. Alex. Keeping Robote save. Benetrix now lines it up off the wall. It's dropping. Julin steps up. Gets by Benny now, running around it. High to the inside. Drops into that corner. Alex saves Robote, but not clear the screen. That's out of play, and 2 points up for the Devils. Julin now takes it on the right side. Ooh, coming in close on that forehand. Scooped up by Benny. And he passes. Alex on the Robote. Sends it up. Benny calls him off. Julin not going to save that one on the floor, and 3 points up there for the Devils. Benny has been playing so well really all season long, quietly, because, you know, not one of the most boisterous guys on the roster to begin with, but he's just playing his role back there, doesn't do a whole lot offensively, just making catch after catch in the backcourt, putting it on the side wall, plays his role perfectly, and the results have been coming with both Benetrix and Etcheberry in doubles and singles too. He's totally changed his game. Alex reaches up blind, cuts it off outside placement. Not enough. Benetrix now shoots it to Julin all alone. What a catch as that crossed the wall. Benetrix comes flying in from the 9, sends it up high. Robote cutting inside, turned by Alex, and he's there. What a stop by Julin there along the side wall. Now Benny, a little bit deeper. Benny steps up, charging down the inside from the 11. He blasts it, wall to wall, long Robote, tracked down at the 7. Shot up the middle, Benny's there. Alex crouches down, Benny sends it over his head. Now Julin picks it up. Benny keeps this one a little bit lower. Julin on the left side, the backhand comes in. Benny lines it up, back at the 12. Then sends it high. That narrowly clears the screen. Cutting inside, Alex whips it up. Now Benetrix goes up to cut it off. Scoop in the corner by Julin. Now Benny. High and hard, that's coming way out. Alex up to the 6, turns it back, and Benny. Now Julin. Higher and harder. Crossing inside, tough one for Benetrix, just sweeps it off the ground. Alex reaches up, makes the stop, sends it high, looking to pass. Benetrix stops at the 6. Julin back inside, Benetrix floats one up. Out of reach, Alex alone for this Robote. That was right on the numbers, he just flicked it up. Drops down, shoots that cortada. Julin, what a read, got up there just before the second bounce. Now Benny passes, takes him out of it. Alex on that rebote. Comes in with the forehand, catch by Benny. Backhand, got away from him. That one is up and out of play. Lengthy rally goes the way of the Warriors. Their second point. And a rare mistake there for Benny. I mean, the unforced error, I'd really done a great job of limiting those all season long, too. But in this matchup, there's a huge premium on passing. And Stu's been saying it a bunch, but I mean, really, get that over Julian's head, put it on the sidewall. Alex made a couple great saves that point, too. Alex again on the inside, backhand 2-wall is perfect. Ties it up, 3-3. Well, so we said he's aggressive and he'll mix it up, and that's the type of shot that he'll throw in this division and won't in Division 1. You see he's got Benetrix backing up, takes like 2 steps to the inside and deep. No chance to recover. Great catch in the corner, right on the wall. Ripped off. There's Benetrix. Fires it deep. Rebote, forehand, track down. Right up the middle. Benetrix makes the catch. Alex, had the drop shot, but dropped it in the pad. Gives the lead back to the Devils. Benetrix and Benny serve. Very good fake. But the fake was so good that he took himself out of position to throw that drop shot effectively. I mean, just too big of a wind-up and then couldn't get enough power to reach the front wall. Serve comes up the middle. Julin keeps it low, kicks it off the wall, right back to Benetrix. Back it up, Benetrix. Nice scoop, Julin. Now Benny. 13 line back inside. Julin goes up for it. And he back now at the 13. Tries to put it on the wall. Julin takes it off. Now Benetrix goes flying in, makes the catch. Backhand. Caught now. Julin kicks it off the sidewall. Benny moves in. Backhand from the 10. Drops into the corner. It's dying. Alex stepped in front, digs it out. Now Benny keeps it low. Tough one. Julin makes the catch up off the sidewall, though. Benny peels one off back at the 12. Sends it up the middle. Rebote left side. Turned inside. Benny all alone, but he makes the catch in the air. Going right back to him. Benny crouches down, handles, shoots it up. Julin, line catch overhead. Benetrix on the rebote. It's a forehand. Julin moves in from the 10 line, shoots a cortada. That stays low, but Benetrix picks it up off the sidewall. Great read. Benny all alone, stops it in the inside, backhand crossing. Julin picks it off. Long rebote, Benetrix still going. Fires it at Julin's feet, but he steps up. Forehand inside, now Benny. Catch by Alex, picks it off the wall. Sends it up, and he's there. Julin slows things down. Benetrix able to make the high scoop on the left side. Ooh, Magic City bounce. Sticks in Julin's basket. Low runner. Julin ducks out of the way. Alex comes back to save the rebote, but it's too high. 5 points. Possible set point for the Devils. And just a little more conservative than we're used to seeing for this Warriors team in their wins. You know, in losses, you see it maybe play a little bit more like this, but to try to outcatch Benetrix and Benny is not really a winning strategy. I mean, 2 of the most consistent in all battlecourt. Boy, that was close. Julin missed it. Point and set. Devils win it 6-3. 2 minutes. We'll come back and play set number 2. Man, I mean, I'm not sure if maybe it's where I'm sitting, but that forehand looked dangerously close to Benetrix's face. And, you know, players know that, and it's just kind of his style. Some players open up a little bit more with the right side, and Julian, you know, certainly at the top of that list. It's just something he's got to be careful of. Benetrix hasn't played against him a whole lot, but, you know, I think you see one of those, and you'll learn pretty quickly to get out of the way. Some good conversation, though, between the partners. You know, a lot of times you'll see players talking to the ones out there on the court, but it's Benetrix starting that dialogue with Benny. Nicholas just listening in. And there you see something that is you see Alex and Julian over there with Douglas. See what they can do. Looks like they're keeping it light. Douglas has a great, you know, good relationship with both. Seems to understand both very well. But not a whole lot to say after that first set. We've seen these guys regroup, though, pretty quickly. See what they got coming out for set 2. In a match that is, as Scott was alluding to, that is really a toss-up. If the Warriors win it and tie up this game day at 2-2, the Warriors feel like they got a pretty good shot to tie up the game day. If they lose this one, they send out Manny against Echeverry in singles. The last time we saw Manny, he was exiting the court with a back injury, and Echeverry's been one of the hottest players in all of battlecourt. So, again, the way that that's trending, it doesn't look great if the Devils were to win this match, but again, we've seen some crazy things out here in battlecourt, and that would be far from it. Both Manny's a quality player, can defeat just anybody in that group.
Angel's got a really good shot of it, though.
We'll see how it goes. The whistle is blown.
Angel's got a good shot of it, though. Yeah.
Alex making his way back out there along with Julian, and we will begin set 2. We are ready to begin set number 2. Alex and Julian serve to Benetrix and Benny. Powerful serve by Alex. We begin set 2. Backhand kicks off the sidewall. Alex has a forehand, sends it high. Big 3-wall play. Benetrix still going out, turns it inside. Julian all alone in that corner. What a catch. What a bullet on the sidewall, picked off there by Alex. He fires it deep. Rote comes shooting out, turned by Benetrix. Julian makes another stop. And just blasts it. Benetrix takes off from the foreline, whips it inside into the corner. Tough for Bote, turned overhead. Benny, what a pickup deep in the backcourt. Benny now back at the 13, floats one up. Julian now from the left side. Alex turns it over the top. Benetrix reaches in. Bullet of a backhand turned by Alex inside. Benny ducks. Benetrix comes back, makes a save. Now Alex moves up on it. Outside placement, gets by to score. First point of our second set goes to the Warriors. And this is just a bullet. Watch the drinks, folks. Yeah, they'll go flying too. Ooh, Benetrix has got this serve. 2-wall is too low. That's into the pad. Pad is bad. Gives the Warriors a 2-0 lead. Really good opportunity. I mean, came right to him in the middle of the court. Lined up the 2-wall, but sometimes if you throw it low and ends up in the pad, you just maybe overthrow it a bit. You hook it, a little too much power. Seemed to be the case. Benny handles, sends it up. Julin backing up into the corner. Now Benetrix from the 8 line, kicks it up. Julin makes the stop. Benetrix takes him out of it. Robote forehand by Alex. Dropping now. Benetrix picks it up off the floor. Shoots it inside. Julin comes charging down. Tough Robote for Alex. Whipped off the sidewall. Picked up by Benetrix. The backhand. Taken in the corner. Here's Julin from the 11. Julin again just beyond the 11 line, sends it up high. Now Benny reaches back, makes the play. Benny now has to get in there with the forehand. Hits high off the front wall. Julin read it. Look at Benetrix, goes flying in, foot on the wall, comes down with the ball. Long Robote now. Alex turns it quickly to the inside. Benny stepped in front, and that's not going to reach. Great play here by the Warriors. They open up a 3-0 lead. Just so much pressure being put on these Devils by, mostly Alex up in the front. Throwing it hard, keeping it low. And the closer he puts that ball to the sidewall, the more indecision there is for Benetrix and Benny, forcing some more Robotes. And at this speed, it's not easy to control and react in time. Benetrix backpedaling quickly, powerfully up the middle. Right to Julin though. Catch inside, Benny turns it up high. Julin missed it. That'll get the Devils on the board here in set 2. Just looked like he was a little uncomfortable. Didn't have his feet under him, I should say, as he was trying to make that catch. It just looked uncomfortable as he was approaching. The slightest thing can throw off the catch, and there was a lot going on there with Julin. Ooh, that ate him up. Comes away with it. Low runner to the inside. Now Benny. Julin just blasts it. Benetrix comes over the top. Julin waiting for it inside. Goes up high. Alex, powerful turn. Cut off there by Benetrix. Backhand stays low. It's on the wall. Julin comes charging down the inside. Makes the play. Just out of Julin's reach. Robote up the middle. Benetrix didn't want it. Benny now from the backcourt shoots a cortada. Alex is the one that makes the catch. Robote forehand swept inside. Julin picks it off. Backhand coming in high. Benny watching it. Benetrix turns it. Benny now back beyond the 13. Puts it on the wall. Julin calls for Alex. He turns it powerfully. What a scoop there by Benny. Wow, Alex peeled it off the wall. Turns to the outside. Benny stays with it. Forehand crossing. Julin ducks. Alex comes back, sends it up the middle. Benny Robote to the inside. Julin hand on the wall, makes the catch. Sends it high, 3-wall play. Benetrix turns it. Julin takes it to the outside of the court. Comes in low, clears some space. Right back to Benny though. Julin goes up. Great stop inside. Now the backhand. Just out of Benny's reach. Slows things down with a bouncer along the wall. Julin, another great play. That one clears. Robote now for Alex. Turned powerfully inside. Right back to Benetrix. Ooh, that comes shooting out of the corner. Alex, quick turn. Backs up Benny. Julin now from the 12 line. Sends it up high again. 3-wall play. Benetrix in the middle of the court. Looking for the big bounce up over Julin, but he stops another one right on the side wall there. Fran Robote coming in. Benny scoops it up. Backhand. High and hard. Robote off his footing. Coming up the middle. Benetrix doesn't pass, just with the backhand. Julin, great read again. Robote dropping inside. Benny steps up, backhand. Caught by Julin. Julin drops one between them. Benny picks it up on the bounce. Comes out powerfully over the left side, crossing at the 11. Alex flicks it up there. Rotate along the wall. Benny gets up at the 10. Blasts it. Julian calls for Alex. He gets back in at the 7 line to the outside. Here's Benny. Alex ducks. Julian all alone, but he reads it the whole way. Makes the play comfortably. Benetrix now at the 8. Just floats it out of reach. Alex up the middle on the rebote. Catch. Here's Benetrix. Sends it up high again. Left side to the inside. Big bounce. Benny traps it. Julian coming in low. Kicks it off the sidewall. Benny on the forehand. Looking to pass. Julian dropped right in the basket. Ooh, what a stop there inside. Julian over the top. Benny. Right back to Julian. Clears again. Benetrix going out at the 5. Turns it over the top. Alex now. Another chance. Shoots the Cortada. Benny tries to get back in. He does. Low runner. Picked off the sidewall. Benetrix calls it in the corner. Just lays it up. Slows it down. It's floating. Julian just got up to it. Benny can't scoop it, and that's going to end it in the Warriors' favor. 4-1, they lead after a tremendous point. Wow. What a point that was. But not a lot of risk being taken by either side. You know, the Devils built that lead in the first set without really having to do a whole lot of it. They seem content to play the same way here, but now down 4-1. See if that maybe forces a change. Long rebote. Benetrix all the way up with a 2 line, turned inside. That's dropping. What a save by Alex. Catch in the air off the sidewall. Gets it off in time. Benetrix to the outside. Saves the rebote. Julian now moves in the middle of the court. Looking for a big bounce. Benny controls it. Shoots that. That's low and scoring. What a perfect cortada that was from the backcourt. Gives the Devils their second point. So Benny saying hasn't seen a lot of shots from the front, so taking matters into his own hands. Perfect cortada from the backcourt. Gets one on the board to a 2-point deficit. Julian comes in low. Benetrix ducked out of the way. Benny. Ooh, rebote, 2-wall, just too wide. Back-to-back points in the deficit. Now 1. I like the idea, for sure, because Benetrix has been committing to the inside and overplaying the inside a whole bunch throughout this second set. It's just a little wide, but don't mind the attempt. Benny kicks it high off the front wall. Rebote for Alex, right back inside. Oh, he's quick, got back in there. Here's Benny from the 10. Rebote comes shooting up the middle, powerfully turned by Alex. Benny runs around it and saves the rebote. Alex again inside, right to him. Julian had to make the scoop, ran out of space along the inside. 4-4 is the score. Benetrix and Benny serve. That's what happens. We saw Douglas, he committed as the ball moves inside. Sometimes it just moves in uncomfortably and you miss it. That's an overserve. First fault, second serve coming up. Second serve is good. Julian gets there outside. Forehand stays low. Benetrix, no chance. Benny saves a rebote. Splitter Scoop by Benetrix. 2-all is out. So 5 points here for the Warriors. 5 for the Warriors. They have a possible set point. Wow, had an opportunity. Great scoop outside by Benetrix, but as he went to make this throw, a little too much angle, kicked off and out of play. Ref's all on it. That serve is an ace. Third set coming up. In just 2 minutes, Alex and Julian win 6-4. So the Warriors have the response. Alex and Julian, the brothers, fired up as they make their way back to the bench, keeping their season, keeping the season alive, but I mean their playoff hopes hanging in the balance. Certainly can't afford to lose many more matches and don't want to drop down 3-1 in another game day. And just 2 singles matches left. Next we'll see Echeverry against Manny and then Nicholas against Douglas. So this will be our final set of doubles here for the day, and Douglas coming back, very animated, you know, engaged conversation with the two. And, you know, speaking of brothers, you know, Douglas's brother, Benny, playing for the other team, so potentially, you know, sharing some information there, who knows? But if anybody knows how to beat Benny, it'd certainly be his older brother. Practices with him all the time. Mentioned how they played really all summer together. A little bit different, obviously, in singles than doubles, but still, I mean, you can know weaknesses, strengths, and all that, and Douglas certainly does. But Gallo just along for the ride. Seems to be enjoying the conversation. Not a whole lot of counseling going on the Devils side of the cage here. You see Echeverry there. He's coming up next. But pretty much leaving Benny and Benetrix on their own. I mean, all season long, they started off well, 6-2. Tied for the best record of any doubles team within this Devils side. And the players making their way back out there. Third set coming up here. Game day score 2-1 in favor of the Devils. And the Devils will have the serve to begin set number 3 here. We are ready to begin our third and final set. Julian from the outside, low runner. Then he ducks out of the way. Benetrix saves the rebote. Oh, Julian's screen just missed that one. That'll get the Devils. First point here of our final set. Tough way to start the set. Just looked like he was really screened more than anything there. I mean, it's in position. Julian's been catching great. He's got this serve, though. Comes back over the top on the right side. Benny. Hard throw. Comes flying off the back wall. Turned over the top. Right back to Benny. High, hard one. Crossing in the corner. That's right on the wall. Gets it up. But not a lot of power. Inside placement. Coming to Julian. Oh, that kicked way up. Great catch. Now Benny, body control, handles inside. That dies in the corner. Alex sweeps it up. Benetrix picks it up. Back to the inside now. Julian from the 12. Ooh, Benny reaches way up. Benny stands in the corner. Makes a flying catch. Hard backhand. Right to Julian. Benny blasts it, goes wall to wall. Alex hits out there, puts it up the middle. Benny, low runner, Julian ducks out of the way. Alex digs out another rebote. It scores. 1-1. We're tied up. Benetrix reaching in on the floor. Again, another one where he's going to make such a difficult catch. Probably can't do much with the throw that isn't worth potentially giving away the point. That's an overserve, though. First fault, second serve coming up. Second serve there is good, Benny. Low runner, what a stop up high by Alex. He powers it, wall to wall. Benetrix still going out at the 5, turned outside, scoop. Alex's cortada, what a catch by Benny. Rebote left side to the inside with a bounce. Julian attacks, makes the stop. Shoots it in low. Benetrix couldn't get there, but he does save Rebote. That's a 2-wall, it doesn't open. Alex high to the outside, gets it in, and it's scored. 2-1 lead for the Warriors. Great shot here. All he knows is if he gets it over Benny's head, it's gonna open up wide off the back wall. And Alex saluting Julian, Julian saluting Alex. Chemistry seems to be working, playing well. They got the lead 2-1. That's an overserve. Second one coming up. Second serve there is good. Benny opens up high, passing into that corner. Alex on the rebote save, picked up by Benny. Benny from the inside, backhand, takes Julian to the middle of the court. Benetrix cuts it off, sends it deep. That's right on the wall. Alex flicks it up. Benetrix looking to attack. There's a 2-wall. Thrown at him and scooped by Alex, but right back to Benetrix. What a crazy catch. Rebote, though, saved by Julian. Benetrix again, powers one back. Julian watching it. Alex comes all the way back to make the save. Benny, what a stop. Just ripped it off the side wall. This one coming up the middle. Benny steps back now at the 13 line. Hits it high. Julian makes the catch. Julian now, up a little bit further. Benny forced to step up. That was picked off the numbers. Benny sends it high and deep. Rebote tracked down at the 5, just dropped inside. Benny has to reach up. Great play in the corner. Here's Julian again. Benny backs up to the 13. Rebote comes shooting out again. Benetrix turns it up at the 4. Now Julian waiting for it in the backcourt. Sends it up over his head, but he gets back in to cut it off. Rebote left side for Benetrix. Big bounce, slows things down. Julian patiently waiting again. Benny just got there before cross, sends it up high. Rebote kind of died off the back wall, turned outside, right to Benetrix. He shoots another cortada. Julian's got this one. This one hits high in the corner. Alex turns another rebote, catch by Benny. He's at the 10. Look at the pass, Julian goes up. Outside placement attempt. Ooh, a little bit of a screen. Benetrix still comes away with it. Karen by Julian. Not enough. Benetrix from the outside. Hard forehand, picked up in the middle of the court. Julian keeps it low. Benny, long run. He got back in there. Julian looking to bounce it in. Benetrix cuts it off. Not going to let him. Hard backhand follows. Dropping on the rebote. Saved by Alex. Back to Benny. goes up at the 10. Backhand stays low, kicking out Robote, turned over the top. Benetrix watching it. Benny trying to get in position, just gets enough on that Robote. Julin goes up, now at the 8. Shot inside, tough one, picked off the wall again. Outside placement attempt is out of play. What a point there. The Devils get it and tie it up 2-2. Tremendous rally there once again. I mean, you like the shot attempt, but he's just so close to the side wall. Doesn't have a lot of room to get a proper throw off. And you see the result. I mean, sailed way wide. So hard to control that close to the wall. This one coming right up the middle. Benetrix shoots it to Julin, backing up. Makes a great catch overhead. Forehand Robote. Now Alex lines it up over the top. Looking back to Benny, he gets it. Tough one, tipped in the corner. Three-2 lead for the Devils. Yeah, just some communication between the brothers. You know, Alex was expecting that ball to come out, and that's what he's telling Julin, it's coming out, but Julin's telling him, you gotta let me know. There's something. Benetrix to the inside, that's dropping. Julin goes to the floor. Robote's save. Benny works around him, makes the catch. Roberts one back, Julin out of the way again. Alex, powerful turn, is a 2-wall. Benetrix goes to the outside, diving save. Alex moves in, sends it high to the outside. Benny knows where to be, makes the catch, shoots it back. Now Julin crouches down low, puts it on the wall. Benny handles. Alex powerfully to the inside, another scoop by Benny. Hard backhand, kick it up, taken back in the corner. Alex Costado straight to the inside, Benny with a high scoop. Low running backhand, Julin makes the play. That was right on the wall, Benny snatched it up, fires it deep. Oh, Alex all the way up at the 3, turns it hard. Benny another scoop, keeps it low. Julin now moves in, takes it in. Benetrix, powerful backhand, low bullet, comes all the way out. Alex just didn't get out there. Benny elects to play the Robote. Drops it at Julin's feet, but he steps up, keeps it low again, to the inside. There's Benetrix, great foot speed to come cross court. Alex off his footing, flicks that Robote up, gets it to the back court. Now Benny. Julin reaches out, stops it on the right side. That was right on the numbers. Benny now. To Julin from the 11, keeps it low, just above the pad. Benetrix moving in, sends it up high. Passing in that corner, Alex on the Robote. Benetrix, late notice, they went up for it. Benny over Alex's head, works back to take it inside. Now Julin from the 11 line, high and hard, takes him to the outside of the court. Benetrix, powerful Robote, picked up. Julin, forehand. Oh, look at Benetrix, goes flying into the side wall. Robote over the top. Alex works in from the 7 line, turns it powerfully. Benny watching it, saves Robote to the outside. Julin gets there. Oh, just kind of laid it up right to the middle of the court. Benetrix trying to take advantage. Alex, no, not to be denied. Bails him out with a great catch. So coming up the middle. Benny again. Tries to take Alex out of it. He gets back in there. Benny turns a Robote. Alex in the middle of the court. Outside placement, not outside enough. Benetrix trying to end it with the backhand. 3-wall play. Alex saves another Robote. Benny off his footing, plays it up, but it is dropped. Man, All 4 players involved there, but the 4th point goes to the Devils. Tremendous catching, I mean, for all 4, but for one side, I mean, that's really all they can say. Now a 2-point lead built by the Devils. See how the Warriors try to get back into it. I mean, they got Alex up there. He's aggressive, but this is a different matchup with Benetrix, who's got equal range. That is an underserve. First fault, second serve coming up. Serve gets by. Here's Julian from the outside. Benny, nice scoop there before it crossed. Tough one for Alex. That clears the screen, but Benetrix has a chance, keeps it low. Oh my, the backhand though, stuck in the pad. 5 points, possible set, and a possible match point for the Devils, Benetrix and Benny. Wow, that was just an amazing catch by Alex. But he just never had control as he went to throw that backhand. That thing just stuck in the pad. And it's going to take a comeback here and give the Warriors a tie game day into match number 5. That was in good shape. There's a powerful serve. Julian handles. Look at Benetrix, just flies up the wall, comes down with it. Robote forehand. Turn powerfully, Benny tipped it. That's 3 now. Warriors with an extra life here, they'll serve, but not a safe lead. With Benny reaching up there kind of blind, it's a tough catch, one that's probably coming out to the Robote. He's got to refocus here. It's a hard serve, and it's an ace. That's 4 points now for the Warriors, because that type of serve, it just explodes in the box. Wow. I mean, that got a huge bounce, thrown powerfully. You only get this in a 3rd set, late in the 3rd set with a scalding hot ball. Another powerful serve, but Benny's got this one all the way backed up to the wall. Backhand 2 wall, stopped in the middle of the court. Benetrix forehand to the inside, picked up by Julian. Benetrix, low bullet. Julian goes up. Catch inside the backhand. Comes flying off the back wall. Alex looking for it. Turns it low. Benny to the outside. Sends it over Alex's head, but he makes a catch. Cuts one off. Fires it deep. Robote for Benetrix. Now Julian reaches down, controls it, shoots it inside. Tough one for Benny. Great Robote with a big bounce. Alex steps in front. Scoop by Benny. Now Benny just beyond the 12 line. Hard to the inside, right on the numbers. Julian got out of the way. Alex hooked the Robote. Point, set, and match. The Devils take it in 3 sets, winning the final set 6-4. Back and forth the entire way, and the Devils escape with a big win, their 3rd of the game day, to secure at least a tie. Up next, we will move over to singles. 2 matches in a row to close it out. Etcheberry and Nicholas go out first. Well, let's take a look at some replays there from our 4th match, and how do you choose so many highlights from both sides here? Perfect backhand there, got things started. Boy, that was a while back. I mean, what a match this was. The speed, catching, Not a ton of shot making, you know, I would say shot making, but not as much as we're used to seeing. I mean, that was just a war. I mean, who's going to outcatch their opponent? Couple of shots here. There's the outside placements. Just gets it by Benetrix. And, we've entered the splash zone, folks. That is K. Marie. That is the owner of the Devils. And, yep, it's all right. They'll refill it for you. He knows the right folks here. I tell you, those get Stu and I too. When a player's like backing up right in front of us and they miss a scoop or something, that'll scare anyone. So I'm with you, Camry. That happens to us. Back there in the corner, tough one, kicking up. And that's what Jewel was saying. You know, if you're there, just talk, let me know. Rebote to the outside, great save here by Benetrix. Alex moving in, but look at this catch up the wall. Coming down with the ball. You see the practice going on there. Manny and Echeverry coming up next, but a game day score showing you the third win up there for the Devils, just one for the Warriors. With 2 matches still to play, Warriors need them both to end it in a tie. We got our winners, Benetrix and Benny, over in the DraftKings Players Cage. After that win, another classic 3-setter against Alex and Julian, and you guys prevail once again. What was the strategy to limit one of the strongest teams we've seen for the Warriors all year?
Yeah, I mean, we knew it was going to be a long match. Our strategy was just to, you know, catch one more ball than them. You know, we feel pretty confident in our catching, and you know, it worked out today.
Yeah, and I know, Benny, I mean, these are getting pretty significant. All these points matter. Do you feel any more pressure or anything like that when you're stepping out of these matches?
I wouldn't say more pressure, but it's definitely more intense, the matches.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say more pressure because, you know, we play hard all the time and we play a lot of these matches. So.
Awesome, Benny. Well, great performance once again. 7-2 this year as a duo, guys. Congratulations on a great start.
Thank you.
Hoping to end in the playoffs and potentially with a championship. Devils looking good. They've secured the tie. See if Echeverry can get them the win. Coming up next, let's introduce the two. Echeverry taking on Manny. Echeverry 1-3 this year. Manny 0-2. Ladies and gentlemen, ready to begin our 5th match. Division III singles. Echeverry representing the Devils. Manny representing the Warriors. Echeverry serves. We begin our 5th match. Manny opens up with a high, hard backhand. Rebote turned over the top beautifully. Echeverry takes a look, shoots a carom that opens and scores. First point of our 5th match to the Devils. And now that Echeverry's been getting more comfortable with the shots, it's going to be on Manny to limit the opportunities. I mean, you see him trying to pass the first throw, sent the backhand deep. If he's playing it off the back wall, he's going to have a little bit less control, but Echeverry's quick, he's good, and that's a floating serve, takes him into the corner, makes it 2-0. Coming off of Echeverry, his only singles win this year. Playing with a lot of confidence, winning just his 2nd late doubles win. That's an overserve. First fault, 2nd serve coming up. Winning a 2nd Division I doubles match, I should say, with Nicholas earlier. He's dangerous right now. Floating served into the corner, another ace. That makes it 3-0. We talk about these floaters every game day. I mean, Manny's backing up. He can't attack it because it's coming in so high, so he has to wait for it to cross, and it's just got to cross in the basket. A lot easier said than done. But he's got this one, though. From the left side, opens up. Tries to pass. Echeverry now on the rebote. Turn to the inside, long run. Manny got back in there. Echeverry now 2-wall, blasted in to score. 4-0 lead. We started off with the carom. That's a kill shot from the right side. And now he mixes in the costado 2-wall from the left side. Showing you everything, and it's all working. And he sends it up high again. Echeverry, Robote, forehand. That got away, up and out of play. Manny on the board. See what he can do with that. First blemish for Echeverry. But goes into the corner. Manny, Robote right side, scooped up by Echeverry. Inside placement. Robote's dropping. Manny picks it up. That narrowly cleared the screen. Echeverry back now at the 9 line, takes a look, shoots a carom. Doesn't open enough. Manny from the outside. Goes for the 3-wall play and opens and scores. That's 2 for Manny. He'll serve. But Manny is crafty. Knows exactly where to put the ball on this court. It's evidenced by that 3-wall. Echeverry a little less experience. Once he gets it over his head, that ball's going to open up off the back wall, you see, and into the net. Robote left side. Echeverry climbs the wall, comes down with the ball, keeps the return low. Manny's there. Echeverry over the top, that's out of play. Manny with 3 right back in it. Well, starting to pile up now, those unforced errors. And Manny is a fighter. I mean, one thing, Manny will hang in there. He'll play to the final whistle in that last point. But he's going to give it his all. That is just an overserve. Second one coming up. Echeverry blasted on a reach. Robote turned to the inside. Echeverry's on it. 2-wall. Blasted in to score again. That's 5 points and a possible set point. Well, I just don't know if there's an answer for that Costado 2-wall here. Second time he's thrown it, and Manny hasn't been really close to either of them. Manny keeps it high, but clears the screen. Robote turned over the top. Manny waits for it at the 10 line. Manny moves in, Brooks around him, floats it up. Right in the corner, Robote comes out and sent up high and out of play. 4 now for Manny. Still a possible set point here for Echeverry. And again, what do you see? You just see Manny hanging around here late in this set. Hasn't really gotten anything working, but he's put up 4 points. Manny, great catch blind overhead. Tries to beat him inside. Echeverry makes the catch. 2-wall. Thrown to score. Point and set. Echeverry wins it 6-4. 2 minutes. We will play set 2. And it's no fault of Manny's, but it goes right back to the 2-wall. And if he throws a good one, there is just no chance for Manny to get out there. Not that I don't think anybody in this division could. That's the one thing we've seen with Echeverry and his Costado 2-wall in particular. I would say, I mean, it's most similar to like Iturbide, where it really gets it to open up. But you could argue that Echeverry's might be even more devastating. I mean, he throws it harder, keeps it lower, and it really opens. It just explodes off the floor to the outside on top of it. Really solid play once again. 6-4, able to take that first set. He just needs now one of these next 2 to give the Devils a game day win. And since the game day loss on October 23rd to the Fireballs. They tied the Warriors, beaten the Chargers, Renegades, and Cyclones, and now in position here to beat the Warriors for what would be the first time this year. Warriors won the first game day 4-2 back on September 18th. Second game day was a 3-3 tie on October 28th. And tonight, third and final matchup. We'll see. Both players out there. Looks like they're ready to begin set number 2. Judges making their way out. In a moment, we'll begin play. Then our final match of the game day is Division I singles, Nicholas against Douglas. Don't want to miss that one. Top players coming out next. We are ready to begin set number 2. Manny will serve to Etcheberry. Manny serves, we begin. Set 2. Powerful backhand, Manny gets there inside, cuts it off, then fires it deep. Botes right on the wall, turned over the top. Tough one, Manny scoops it up. Interference ruled on the catch. Point will be replayed. Ruled that Etcheberry interfered with Manny. Again, Manny did the right thing, put his hands up, stopped, didn't make an attempt to go for the ball, and you'll get interference every time if you do that. Manny tip ball going up high at the 11 line. Etcheberry now gets the first point of set number 2. Manny committed here. Little misstep, and then he tries to go up for it because in that position, no chance to save Robote. It's all or nothing on the catch and just missed. Sent back into the corner. Etcheberry goes down to the ground but can't clear that screen. Not a play. Gives Manny his first, and we're tied. Etcheberry from the 8, 2-wall, 2 score. Not that one to open. Gives him the lead, 2-1. And that time from the outside, so Manny is less likely to commit. Robote over the top there, clears, and he steps up into the 2-wall. Not enough, Etcheberry. Great defense on the net, and it scores. 3-1. I mean, incredible defense here. I mean, we've seen the offense and now adding this. Long reach to make the stop, and then what a bullet. That one drops into the chew line, but dug out by Etcheberry. Manny steps in front. Forehand looking to pass into that corner. It's dropping again. Etcheberry. Robote's save, picked off by Manny. Oh, Etcheberry scoops it up. 2-wall to the outside. Manny's on it, but can't make the catch. 4-1. Etcheberry leads and serves here in our second set. Not what he would have wanted on the throw, but he will take that result. 2-wall. Came right to Manny, just missed it outside. Etcheberry scrapes one off the wall, backhand floated inside. Manny gets there. Rotate for Etcheberry, turned outside. Manny, tip ball. Just took his eye off it there. That's 5 points. Possible set, possible match point. Long way for Manny to get back in this one. High bouncing serve. Here's Manny from the 11. Floats it high into that corner. Echeverry turns two walls. Not enough. Manny from the outside. That caroms in. What a catch. Forehand looking to end it. It does. Point, set, and match. Echeverry takes it 6-4, 6-1, and wins the game day for the Devils. Still one match left, though. Division I singles coming up next. That will be Nicholas against Douglas. That'll close out the game day.
Bradley on the move, breaking, he got there. Blast the forehand, everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit. So Sherry up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop
What an
by
amazing
Douglas.
catch.
So Sherry picks it up in the front court, whips it inside. Another one.
Joined by our winner, Echeverry there. Congratulations, Echeverry. How do you feel about the way your first single season went here at Magic City?
Echeverry, ¿cómo te sientes que tu primera temporada fue en tu primera temporada de battlecourt?
Sí, ahora estoy muy contento. 2 meses muy difícil y ahora yo juego mejor y el equipo también. Y no, estoy muy contento de ganar hoy por el equipo para los playoffs.
I'm very happy with my performance. It was a really tough couple of months, but I'm very happy with my performance today and looking forward to what's to come.
Awesome, Echeverry. Great playing today. And congratulations on securing the win for your team. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
One match left. Some singles. Division I, that'll bring out Nicholas for the Devils and Douglas for the Warriors. Nicholas 3-6 this year in singles. Douglas 5-2, coming off of one of his only losses, though. Remember, Douglas won the previous matchup between these two. I think it was 6-0, 6-1. I mean, just a dominant win for Douglas. So see what he's got here. I mean, game day's already over. And you never know how this match will play out in the event the Warriors can get back in it, and maybe there's a tiebreaker that could get them into the playoffs. So see how it goes. Douglas and Nicholas. Just the last couple of throws here before we get the final match started. That game day score reflecting the win already by the Devils. And let's look ahead to what we're going to see next week. Like how we started the day, folks, with the internet issue, we'll get it up for you. I know next week these Devils are playing again on Wednesday. So the Devils will end their season and play all their regular season game days by Wednesday, and a couple teams that will still have a few game days left at that point. So the more points the Devils can get now, less pressure they're going to have later on. Yeah, so this Tuesday, Cyclones, Fireballs, and then Wednesday, Chargers and Devils. We are ready to begin our final match of the game day. Nicholas of the Devils serving to Douglas of the Warriors. Nicholas serves. We begin our final match. Douglas with a backhand to the inside. Nicholas comes out on the rebote. Douglas reaches in. Nicholas again, passing Douglas on this rebote, comes over the top, now working in front, picks it up on the bounce, shoots it low to the inside, and scores. Nicholas strikes first here in our final match. So see what type of energy Douglas comes out with here. Because that last match against Nicholas, he wasn't wasting a lot of time. He wasn't engaging in rallies. He wasn't passing. He was taking the ball and throwing a shot. within the first, 2 throws of every point. That's an overserve. First fault, second serve coming up. So we'll see what he decides to do tonight. But we've always said, and Stu would agree, he's at his best when he plays aggressive, Douglas. Working up there at the 9, he floats the backhand into that corner. Rabote forehand, saved by Nicholas. Douglas, Costado, straight to the inside, long run. Oh, Nicholas got back in there. Rabote 2-wall, Nicholas from the outside. There's a carom, it's perfect. 2-wall scores give Nicholas a 2-0 lead. From the outside, what a carom that was. It's under pressure too because Douglas was trying to get back in. Of course, he had to run around Nicholas to do so. That's a tough angle, though, from the outside. Nicholas throws that shot really well. I mean, better than most on the roster. Douglas, 2-wall, that opens and scores. That'll get him on the board. Douglas will serve. Look at this 2-wall. This is what we saw the first match against Nicholas. Those type of 2-walls. And again, not really close to it when thrown well. Backhand 2-wall by Douglas. Got him. 2-2, tied up. Well, someone in the crowd liked it, as did Douglas. Backhand 2-wall there, I mean, just got him going the opposite way. And now Douglas seems to be in the rhythm of throwing shots, which is great. Right back in it. Douglas steps back to the 10 line, floats it up. Now Nicholas. Wall 2-wall from the left side, long Rabote. It's a forehand, tracked down and sent to pass. That one kicked up and out of play. Douglas comes back and leads 3-2. Leading for the first time. Nicholas moves up to the 10. Passing to the inside, Douglas, powerful Rabote. Douglas, what a catch. 2-wall, snapped in to score. Leads up to 2. They just keep saying it. I mean, another 2-wall that's just perfect. This is, you think about the ways to win or lose a point. I mean, your opponent can miss, or you can throw a winning shot. And look, just because you don't throw a winning shot sometimes doesn't mean you're necessarily going to lose on the next throw either. So that is an overserve. First fault, second serve coming up. And in singles, where there's a little more space out there on the court, I mean, no reason why you shouldn't be firing these shots in. And Douglas taking advantage. Nicholas forced to step up all the way at the 9 line. Blasts it well overhead. Douglas, big Rabote there. Douglas forehand carom Rabote, lands it in. Not enough. Nicholas to the inside. Ooh, the scoop is just missed. 3 points now. Boy, this would have been scoop of the year by Douglas. I mean, he moves inside. It hit right in the basket, but caught it a little deep in the pocket. Hard to control it there, and just popped out. Douglas moves in, picks it up, floats it. That narrowly cleared somehow. Backed up to the 9, pumps it inside. Nicholas on the Rabote, lays it up. Douglas steps back, makes the catch. 2-wall there, opens and scores. 5 points. Possible set, possible match point. Set point, rather. Another 2-wall. Another good 2. I mean, again, right back to it, and that's the best one he's thrown yet. Just tremendous play by Douglas here to come back. Now a chance to win the set. Nicholas moves up, shoots it inside. Douglas, great scoop. 2-wall. That one too wide. Fourth point now for Nicholas. At some point, you're going to regress back to the mean. I mean, he's just landing too many 2-walls. You feel like one's going to miss eventually, and just kicked it a little wide. And under increasingly more pressure to throw it better. Nicholas is on it. Nicholas moves in. Oh, got him to the inside on the fake. So he's brought it to 5-5. This is set point. Nicholas says not so fast. Looked like all the momentum on the other side with Douglas. He is right in this set. Chance to win it right here. Comes down to 1 point. Douglas sends it up high. That's coming right up the middle. Nicholas on the rebote. Douglas steps back, cuts it off. Douglas, 2-wall. What a shot there to close it out. 6-5. 2 minutes. We'll play set 2. Man. Thought the one to get him to 5 points was good. I mean, that is just about as good as you're going to see. 5-5, match on the line. I mean, if he misses it, the set's over. If he doesn't throw it perfectly, Nicholas can track it down. And he executes that 2-wall off the rebote. And yeah, I mean, smiling because he knows how good it was. Yeah, I think Rock was the one that was telling him. Kind of nasty. But throughout his career, Douglas has established himself as one of the best singles players here in all of battlecourt. I mean, 5-2 record this year, and it was 5-1 just earlier in the week. It's a surprising loss to Aratz, and you know, again, this doesn't matter for the game day, but certainly matters to Douglas, matters for a tiebreaker, matters for himself and his bank account. So he wants to get it and get this win. 2-wall seems to be the shot tonight, as it was last time. And you see, yeah, there was Rock talking with Douglas. Not a lot of Warriors over there in the cage. You see Alex there watching from the sidelines, as are a couple of the others. Not much left in the for the game day here. 4-1, the Devils have won it, so see where this last win goes. Could open up a big day here for the Devils, or just another 4-2 win. We will see how this final match shakes out. Nicholas will have the serve to begin set number 2. So looking ahead to the schedule this upcoming week, we have Cyclones Fireballs on Tuesday, then Chargers Devils Wednesday, and Warriors Renegades on Thursday. So the Warriors back in action next Thursday, Devils Wednesday. As we said, that will be the last game day of the season for the Devils. The Renegades will still have 2 game days. The Warriors will still have 2. The Cyclones 1. Fireballs 1. So there's going to be a lot to still figure out even after the Devils have finished up their regular season. Nicholas has a serve here, ready to begin set number 2. Nicholas serves, set 2. It's underway. Douglas waits for that one across. That scores. The ace gives Nicholas the first point. Robote forehand hard to the inside, cut off there by Douglas. That one clipped a bit. Scoop by Nicholas. Rifles it inside at the forehand, score. That's 2 for Nicholas. This is exactly how Douglas started that first set, though. I mean, trailed early. He can get back to it in a hurry. Nicholas, strong remote there. That cleared the screen. Douglas waiting for it at the 9 line. Turned to the inside. What a scoop there. Nicholas got in. Remote forehand into that corner. Kicks off the sidewall. Nicholas stays with it. Sends it over Douglas's head. Remote now. Nicholas cuts it off. 2-wall. Pushed it wide. That's out of play. Gives Douglas his first point of set 2. First opportunity, and Nicholas has been throwing the shots better, particularly in doubles. We've seen his number skyrocket with the Costado 2-wall, but singles under Douglas, I mean, he's quick, one of the fastest. He'll defend the net. Ooh. Nicholas to the outside, has a clean look at it. The carom lands it in perfectly. 3-1, Nicholas out in front. It is not that easy to make these throws from the outside. Nicholas must be very comfortable. I mean, maybe he's got a spot along the side wall where he knows where to hit it, but not only does he get him to land in, but also open up away from the opponent too. That's exactly what you want to see with the carom. Nicholas goes up high at the 10 line. Backhand, now Douglas. Well, runner drops into that corner. Nicholas hoping the remote save. Douglas moves in. 2-wall, opens and scores. Second point for Douglas. He's got the serve back. And maybe this will be the start of the run of 2-wall. Saw it in set number 1. 2-wall there, opens. But that one hit the floor, I mean, a few feet inside the boundary line and still be Nicholas to the net. If Douglas saw that, that should show him he doesn't really need to throw it right on the line, doesn't need to paint the line, just has to land it in and get it to cut open. This is a big bouncing serve. Nicholas waits for it to drop at the 12. Remote forehand, fired up the middle, to the inside, that's crossing late, and it's in the pad. Douglas has come back to tie it. 3-3. Bote just came shooting off the back wall. Also contact with the sidewall late. Touches another surface, changes the spin, makes it that much more difficult. Douglas, powerful remote, gets it up past Nicholas. Return up the middle, right to Douglas. He's got a 2-wall, it's a long one. That opens and scores again. Douglas is ahead, 4-3. Man, there's the confidence. I mean, gets this one to open it again. Look at where it drops in. I mean, it drops in like the O in Fronton. That's, you know, he's got 10 feet or so of space between there and the boundary line. Still beats Nicholas out to the net. Be surprised if we see anything other than 2-walls here. That is an over serve. First fault, second serve coming up. Nicholas keeps this one low, right to Douglas, backhand from the 9. Floating into that corner. Nicholas makes another save. Douglas, 2-wall. That one caught the top of the pad. 4-4 is the score. Nicholas will serve. Game of inches, had it. That one just dropped into the top part of the pad. Out of play. It's an overserve. Second one coming up. Douglas gets up, blasted from the 9. This comes shooting off the wall, turned outside. Oh, Douglas is on it, makes the catch, throws a drop shot. Oh, Nicholas is there to the outside where it scores. 5 points for Nicholas here. He's got a possible set point. Douglas gets cute with the shot here. I mean, a drop shot still up in the air by the 4. Nicholas to the outside. Blasting it by Douglas. Douglas, long costado coming right up the middle, picked up by Nicholas. Straight inside, what a catch by Douglas. Oh, Nicholas, another chance, this time in the middle of the court. Douglas picks it off. Powerful forehand, will score. It is 5-5, possible match point here for Douglas, and this is set point for Nicholas. Wow, both sets going down to the last point. Chance to end it here in straight sets. Nicholas can extend it to a third and final set of this match and the day. Serve floating, Nicholas got there before across the wall. He's coming shooting out, powerful rebote by Douglas. Nicholas reaches up, keeps it low to the inside, that's tipped. Point and set. We've got a third set coming up in just 2 minutes. Nicholas wins it 6-5. Nicholas has the answer, coming down to that final point. And not a lot of shots for him, you know. Etcheberry talking with him. A lot of Frenchmen making up this fireball side, and that, you know, makes it easy for him. Nicholas, Vanatrix, Etcheberry. Coming into this season, you got that veteran leadership of someone that speaks your language, can help you out, but sorry, folks, I am distracted by that shirt from Gallo. I think we will say, though, and the executive producer is saying it does match the team color. That's better than some of the looks we've seen in the cage. Yeah, he's got the gold top. And Gallo, oh my, I didn't even notice that. Gallo's getting in on the whole mustache craze.
Andrew!
Hey, Gallo. So you add another one to the tally. I didn't see Gallo earlier. Etcheberry looks like he's working with a bit of a mustache too. It's spreading. It's spreading, folks. One more set here today. Game day has already been decided. The Devils are going to move up. Still not enough to overtake the Cyclones, but they will move up to 7.5 points, back into solo second place. And that'll put some pressure on the Renegades to match them once again. And between the Devils and Renegades, both teams right now coming in at 6.5 points and 2 game days left. After tonight, the Devils will be at 7.5 with 1 game day left. And the Devils right now are +1 in the tiebreaker. So a 5-1 day here for the Devils would all but really lock up a higher seed of the 2 if they tie with the Renegades. There's the serve by Douglas. We begin set number 3. Rebote to the outside. That's going to land in. Nicholas makes a save. Douglas got up there. Ooh, he's quick. To the outside. The Philo scores. Douglas gets the first point of our final set. Straight to the outside that time. The only concern was if he had full control, and Douglas didn't go at this one as much as he could have. Which shows that he was aware of it too. You see how he throws it? I mean, yeah, hard to the outside, but not as hard as he could have thrown it. And thankfully, he got him the point. First one. Long rebote tracked down by Douglas, whipped inside. Nicholas makes the catch. Backhand stays low. Douglas goes up. Ooh. Douglas ducks, rebote comes over his head, now in the middle of the court, 2-wall, coming out that way. Nicholas is on it. Karam from the outside, that scores. What a shot there. Tied up, 1-1. Oh, it's been close really the entire way in this match. The execution on these Karams from the outside. Every set, Nicholas has mixed one in. Sidearm too. It's such a difficult arm angle to throw and have control and land it like that. That is an overserve. First fault, second serve here coming up. Douglas moves in. Nice one from the 10, into that corner, comes shooting out. Nicholas, powerful rebote, right to Douglas, makes the catch, keeps this one to the inside. Long run, Nicholas returns 2 walls, but not enough. That forehand to the inside is dropping. Nicholas digs it out, Douglas gets it off, it's a 2-wall, that opens and scores. Two-one lead here for Douglas. Look at this, digs it out, going down to the ground, but he does, sets up Douglas. Controlled 2-wall, opens, beautiful. Nicholas sends this one over his head. Douglas out at the 7-line, rebote coming up the middle, cut off by Nicholas. Shoots it low, hard inside, scoop, 2-wall. Oh, Nicholas picks it off, sends it high to the outside. Douglas not gonna get there. Trading points here now. Nicholas knots at 2-2. Look at Nicholas. Gets out to one. Right off the net, and that opens. Douglas keeps that forehand low. Nicholas with the scoop, wastes no time. The 2-wall is too low. Douglas takes the lead back, 3-2. Nicholas steps up, gets that serve before the second bounce. Takes him to the outside, Nicholas makes the catch. Hard forehand, kicked up. Douglas stayed with it, crashed into the wall. Now passes. Rotate turned over the top. Douglas makes this catch. Nicholas gets in there just before it crosses. Long rebote forehand to the outside. Dropping, Nicholas makes the save, sets up Douglas. He's got it up in the front court, inside placement. Nicholas with one hand comes flying in. Backhand to the outside, inside again. Nicholas, that's an even longer run, but he saves it. Douglas takes a second, inside again. Nicholas just got there. 3 in a row. There's a forehand rebote. Nicholas cuts it off, shoots a 2-wall, but it's too low. 4th point for Douglas, but phenomenal defense and effort by Nicholas. As both of these players, I mean, Douglas walking to the inside, he's tired. Nicholas making outside, he's exhausted. This has been a long match to close out an intense game day. And both of these guys played Division I doubles too. Oh, this one cutting up the middle. Douglas rebote, too wall, too low. Nicholas now with 3. And yeah, Douglas went for that one too. Very frustrated afterwards. It just came up on him so quick. To throw a 2-wall from that position was next to impossible, really. Tough save, that is up and out of play. Douglas now with 5. He's got a possible set and a possible match point. See if he can close it out here. So the biggest gap we've seen in any set. Drops right in that corner. Douglas comes sweeping out with the rebote. Nicholas, right up the middle. Douglas moves in, looking to end it. 2-wall, that's too wide. Still going here. Nicholas with 4, he'll serve. Tried to end it the way he's played this entire match with the 2-wall. Just a little bit too much. Given away more in this set than he scored on it, but yeah, never gonna fault a player for going for it in singles. Still, he's got 2 chances if he needs it to close out the match. What a rebote that was, cutting to the inside. Great save by Douglas, that clears the screen. Nicholas sent it up and out of play. Point, set, and match. Hard-fought match to close it out. Goes the way of Douglas, winning in the 3rd set, 6-4. But the Devils win the game day 4-2, and we'll be back and hear from Douglas after that win.
All right, boys, who we betting on?
However you bet, whoever you are, the sportsbook for every kind of player. Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us.
Joined here by our winner, Douglas, closing out the day with a win. Last time he matched up against Nicholas, and he's 6-0, 6-1. A little more adventurous today. What was the key there to get that win in the end?
Yeah, you know, Warriors, tough game day today. But, you know, I knew that if I could get out there and get a win, it would show the Warriors that, you know, we can't give up and we have a chance for the rest of the season. And Nicholas today, he played a lot better than he did last time. My shots weren't quite as good as they were, and he's a tough opponent. You know, he stays in it the whole time. He has a lot of good shots, and he was passing me really good with his rebote. And he was making it tough for me, but I was able to fight and got the win. So
awesome, Douglas. Singles been your game all year long. 6-2 now. Congratulations on that win.
Thank you, thank you.
Let's take a look at our standings here before we close out the day. The Devils are moving up 7.5 points, still half a point shy of that top spot. Now the Renegades in second, 6.5, and the Fireballs hold on to that final playoff spot. And the Warriors and Chargers on the outside looking in. We got a big week of Battle Court next week. It starts on Tuesday with the Fireballs and the Cyclones. We'll be here. We'll hope to see you next week beginning 5 p.m. Have a good weekend, everyone.